here, guys. I was just grabbing my coffee. What's up, guys? Fears. Audience, fears. What up? Time for the Fears podcast. That's right. Lots of energy, going nuts, going ballistic as always. And I've got Z coffee. That's right, that beautiful, wonderful coffee. There it is. All right. So I've got my coffee. I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to roll. Got 3 great topics and lots to talk about. So let's open up that chat. Let's get a moseying. Let's get rocking. Hopefully we can do some trailer reactions too. So if you got any trailers that you want me to watch, let me know. All right. Let's open up this chat here. Roll. All right, there we are. Yo, Visions is in the house. What's up? Visions is here. He's the first one here. Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Lord Visions is here. Thank you for the like, Visions. I appreciate that. Because I always give myself a like. All right. Well, I'm ready to rock. Visions, what up, buddy? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing great. I feel a lot better, guys. I feel a lot better. Finally, I went to work last night. Hilarious, you know. So, as you guys all know, the hurricane, I was watching the news Visions. It only, I guess, yesterday's like rainstorm and the wind, that was all that Orlando's gonna get, and the town that I live in. You know, because I live pretty close to Orlando. I don't live in Orlando, so Visions, if you and your girlfriend come to visit, it's close to Orlando. I would pick you guys up from the airport in Orlando. But I live like 10, 15 minutes away from Orlando, so it's not that bad. So the hurricane hit Orlando a little bit, and then it hit my town a tiny bit. So, but they said it could come back this weekend. But I was watching the news online. It hit Tampa pretty bad. I mean, I watched videos online. Some streets were filled up with water. Some people's houses was destroyed. I don't know if anyone died, but man, my heart goes out to the city of Tampa. And I've been in Tampa. I've been in Tampa so many times. Like, that's where Jeff has a lot of his conventions, you know, is Tampa. Because Tampa's only, well, without traffic, probably about 35 minutes away from me. So it could have been really bad, because it's only 35 minutes away. That's without traffic. With traffic, you're looking at probably an hour. By the way, Visions, I got my coffee in the No Sleep mug. Always a favorite, always a classic. You can get this wonderful merchandise at exhumvisions.com. That's right. I always forget how much the mugs are. How much are the mugs, Visions? They're $11.99? Hopefully that was the right price. Hopefully. Right, Visions? Right? $11.99? Hopefully. I think that's what they are. I'm pretty sure. Or 12. Well, with tax, probably 12, right? I can't remember. Something like that. Anyway, let's start off this live with a can crush, because I forgot to crush a can last night, so we got the can. Oh, yeah. Yep, right in there. Get in there. Oh, yeah. A good can crush. So there it is. Always a good way to start out, you know, alive with a can crush. That's right. But anyway, like I was saying, the streets were filled with nothing but, like, water. Trees had been broken down. Trees had been broken into halves. It was pretty bad. And it's crazy. I always ask myself, why? Why do hurricanes have to happen? Why did they have to destroy people's businesses and their homes? Why? I ask you guys, why? Let me know in the chat. Why? Why do we have to have them? It's crazy. It's crazy. But Tampa's going to be rebuilding. So it didn't like destroy everything, but it filled up the streets with water. It broke some, from what the news said, it was not minor damage, but it was not bad damage. It was like right in the middle. It was like kind of middle damage. I don't know if anyone died though. I hope not. I really hope not, so I hope that isn't the case, So, anyway, but my heart goes out to them. I'm sending support. I'm sending blessings. I'm sending prayers. I'm sending everything that Fears has got in his heart. I'm sending out to the city. It hit other places, but I think it hit Tampa pretty bad. That's what I got from the news, guys. Before I go into work tonight, I'm going to do some more research, Visions. I'm going to do some more research. So, because I know it hit a couple other places. Like it barely hit us. So all that supplies that I bought, it's not really a waste because hurricane season goes all the way until November. So after November, then we're fine. So if another hurricane comes, then I'll be ready to go. I've got supplies. So the only thing I would have to rebuy is by that time I'll need some more food, but that's fine. But I'm going to save all those extra batteries and all those extra lights, and I got some more glow sticks. Even though I didn't need some, I was just like, well, be prepared, Fears. It's the Boy Scout motto. That's right. That's right. So, anyway, I got 3 topics today. Since Halloween is coming up, right? Since Halloween is coming up, the first topic, what gives me goosebumps? Dun, dun, dun. What gives me goosebumps? Number 2, I got some childhood stories. Some little fears stories that will make you laugh. They'll make you laugh. And then I thought I would talk about Fears habits. And Visions, I'm sorry, I was not prepared today. I was prepared to do a stream, but I didn't have any topics prepared. So we're going to have to work with what we got. And I didn't watch any movies last night. I kid you not. As soon as the stream got done, I got some dinner. I took a shower. I took a nap. And by the time I woke up from my nap, there was 2 hours to go until I had to go into work, right, buddy? So I just watched like 1 or 2 episodes of like Little House on the Prairie, which, by the way, I've really been enjoying. I'm on the 5th season. So it is going really fast. It's got 9 seasons, and Fears is already on the 5th season. So 5 seasons down, 4 to go, and then I'll do that epic review. It's a really good show. So if you guys have never watched Little House on the Prairie, it's good old-fashioned family American television. Good stuff. Good stuff. Vision says, better safe than sorry. That is true, Visions. That is very, 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 very true. So that's why I was like, well, Fears. If you like that's what I mean, Visions. I was like, well, if you don't use it, great. I don't want to use it because I don't want my apartment to get hit by a hurricane, right? And I don't want anyone else's apartment around me to get hit. So great. I'm glad I didn't, use it. You know what I'm saying? But yes, better safe than sorry. But I felt kind of like a dummy, because I bought all that stuff. And I was like, oh, well, I didn't use it. But anyway, like Vision said, better safe than sorry. But again, I digress. If I didn't use it now, hurricane season is not over. It goes all the way to November, which I had forgotten about because we only have to put up with this hurricane crap like once a year around this time. So it goes all the way from now. So like August, like the middle of August to November. So August, September, October, November. So 4 months. 4 months we have to kind of be on, not pins and needles, but like we have to just be alert, just in case if anything happens, So anyway, Visions, how is your day going? How's everybody else's day going? I hope your day is going great. My day was pretty good. Work was good. You know what, Visions? I gotta say, for being back to work, it was a pretty light day. We only had 35,000. I was like, oh, nice. I can do 35,000 in my sleep. Went in, got done, and he was like, Fears. He's like, you can take off early if you want. And I was like, sweet. So I got in at 2, and we were done by 7. So he's like, if you want to stay to 7:30 Fears, you can. He goes, but we're pretty much almost done. So I left at like 7:10. So I said, I'm just going to use the restroom. And I said, I'm going to clock out and peace, deuce, I'm out. So it was a really good night at work. No problems. I didn't have to deal with that crazy psycho bitch. You know, she was not in today, thank God. You know, thank God. I'm telling you, Visions, if I could ring, if I was a woman, because I don't hit girls, but I'm telling you, if I was a woman, I would have already have wrung that girl's neck. She is so annoying. Oh, my Lord. But I just can't wait till one day she, like, quits. The day she quits will be great, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, yo, Larry, Mr. Tate, Larry Tate, what's up? He says, hey, Fears, hey, chat. What's up, Larry? We're just getting into the nitty-gritty of things. So, Visions, did I get your mug right? Did I get the price? You know what? Let's look it up. Instead of asking Visions, let's look up the price, shall we? I'm pretty sure I got it right. Let's see. While I'm here, any new shirts? Okay, nice. You look lonely. Blade Runner, nice. Okay, good. You still have the I Know Now Why You Cry. I need to buy that whenever I get some more money. Things have been kind of tight. I haven't had a chance to buy any new Exhumed Visions merch. Visions, whatever you do, don't take down the Terminator shirt, buddy. Don't take it down, because I want to buy that at some point. All right, coffee mugs. Nice, $11.99. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Was the no sleep one $11.99? Ooh, I like these mugs. Visions has got some pretty good mugs here. I want to get my next few purchases. I want to get the pizza in the cup. You know, from The Jerk. I love Steve Martin's The Jerk. Pizza in a cup. I wish that was a real thing, Visions. How cool would it be to eat pizza in a cup like off of The Jerk? That would be awesome. And then that's one damn fine mug. That mug I have to get. But I think the next 2 mugs I want to get, I really want to get, there it is, No Sleep, $11.99. Yep, so I got it right. Please help me, coffee. You're my only hope. Yeah, I need to get that Star Wars mug. I need to get the pizza in the cup mug, and then I really want to get, where's the other mug? Oh, there it is. It's at the very end. Dude, I love that Jason Voorhees mug. I would kill once more for a cup of coffee. That was you grabbed a pretty cool picture, Visions, for Jason Voorhees. He's like holding the axe like this. His mask is on point. That's pretty good. I want to get that mug at some point. Let's see. Any new decals? Any new stickers? Okay, we still got the King Cobra lips. I'll be honest, nothing against King Cobra, but why would anyone want his lips? Why would anybody want his lips? Apparently, some people want his lips out there. Not judging. Let's see here. Still rocking the no sleep pics. Nice. Please use your fucking turn signal. That one I don't have yet. Unwanted newborn babies. Oh, Lord. Lord. You done goofed up. I love Transylvania. Nice. That's a classic. All right. Well, besides the King Cobra lips, there's no new stickers. Besides King Cobra. Now, the King Cobra cowboy one, that one does look hilarious. All right. Any new artwork? Let's see. Nope. Still rocking the gold black skull. The heavy load. That one's good. I'm telling you, Visions, you got to redo. It keeps saying sold out. You got to redo the melted face. As soon as there's one in there that's available to sell, Fears will get it. Because it's got to go on somewhere in here on the wall. But it says sold out. Hell, I would even buy the acrylic guts. That one's really cool too. The acrylic guts, it's kind of reddish, pinkish, and white. I mean, they all look good, but my favorite always has been the melted face. Kind of reminds me of the Scream faces, but I love that painting. You guys probably get sick and tired of me talking about it. I love that painting. All right, time to close Exhumed Visions because I need to get back to the show. But got some new stuff. Nice. You can cut any pizza up and eat it out of a cup. I've done it. That's true. I could do that if I wanted to. But I mean, wouldn't it be cool, Visions, if they actually had like like the type of brand that guy ate out of the movie, like it was a real business. Like he's like, oh yeah, he goes pizza in a cup, and she's like, where did you get all this? And he's like, oh, he goes, it closed down. I'm trying to do this for memory, Visions, because I haven't watched that movie in a while. She said, where did you get all this cool stuff, or where did you get this stuff? And he said, oh, from the pizza in the cup that closed down. And he goes, but this just isn't any pizza in a cup. He goes, this is the original. This is the creator. He goes, all the new pizza in the cups have nothing over this guy. He goes, this is the one that started it all. He goes, this guy's fantastic, and he's like eating it out with a fork or a spoon, something like that. I can't remember, but I do my best. Sometimes I get the movie lines right on point. I got it pretty close. Anyway, Vision says, there you go, Visions. Visions did a Fears quote. He says, evening, Larry, welcome to the nitty-gritty. Yeah, that's right, we're just getting into the nitty-gritty of things. We've only been going live for about 16 minutes, so you didn't miss much, Larry. You didn't miss much. Do the hurricane hit? No, not me. It hit Tampa bad. I was watching the news, Larry, and that's what me and Visions were talking about before you came in. It hit Tampa and Zeston pretty bad. And it hit Daytona a little bit. It hit other cities, but Orlando and the city that I live in, because I only live about 15, 20 minutes away from Orlando, we got a little bit, but not much. Pretty much the day before, there was high winds, rain, and then there was palm tree leaves all over the road, and I went to the library today to return a movie, and I saw a cleanup crew, like, cleaning up all the streets. So we barely got anything. But Tampa, there was, like, telephone lines down. There was water in the streets. I don't know if anyone died. I hope not. I'm gonna have to check to see if anyone died. You know, I told Visions before I go into work tonight, I'm gonna do a little bit more research so I can tell you guys, like, how many injuries, how many deaths. Hopefully zero. You know, because buildings can be rebuilt. If someone, you know, and like broken bones can be, you know, fixed. But if someone loses their life, unfortunately, they don't come back, you know. So yeah. Yep. Larry says, Visions, where in the absolute shit is the jerk t-shirt I want? Wow, Larry, pretty demanding. You know, Visions is only one person. Get off his back. Visions. And he just had surgery, Larry. You know what, Larry? I should block you right now, you son of a bitch. My finger is on that block button. Lay off, Visions. Lay off. Visions is only one man. You know, don't be greedy, Larry. I'm just joking, Larry. I'm sure eventually Visions will get around to it. You know, plus he does commissions, Larry. So if you want it that bad, you just write Visions on his email and just say, Visions, how much for a shirt? And then Visions will set a price. And then Visions will be like, all right, Larry, give me a week. I'll get right on that. And then wham, he'll send it to you. Because that's what I did with the Fears mug. I paid $24 for the Fears mug. And now the Fears mug is safe and sound in my cupboard. Oh, no, actually, I already used it, so it's in the dishwasher. So, yeah. But I will use it again for all time. And then, whenever I get my merch store, I'll start selling the Fears mugs. I'll start selling the Fears Man 26 mugs. And hopefully it's a big success. So, yeah. Vision said I should make that bullshit shirt that kid from the train was wearing in The Jerk. I don't remember that. The bullshit t-shirt. You know what? I need to look it up, Visions. Hang on. Let's see here. Bullshit t-shirt from the Jerk. And then let's go to Google Images. I don't remember that one. Hang on. I don't remember that one. Oh yeah. I remember. Yeah, he was riding on the train. That's right. Which I always thought was funny. I was like, why was a little kid, and you know what I'm saying, Visions? I'm like, why did his parents allow him to wear a bullshit t-shirt? Because the kid in the movie is like 5 years old. Bad parenting. But yeah, you know what would look really cool, Visions? I mean, the original is like the original shirt in the movie. It's white with black lettering, but I think it would look so much better with it black, a black shirt with white lettering. That's just me. But yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's been a while. Or yellow with, because yellow is my favorite color, yellow and blue. Yellow with blue letters or yellow with black letters. That would be sweet. Just food for thought. Oh, yeah. Yep. I forgot about this shirt. I love the Jerk. And one of the scenes is great. One of my favorite scenes, Visions, is when it's like, what? I'm going to make $3 an hour, as that gas station attendant. Then all of a sudden that one guy is like crazed. And then he's like, mediocre bastard. And he flips like the yellow pages. And he like picks out someone to kill. And he's like, yeah, this guy. And he goes, mediocre son of a bitch bastard. And he starts shooting at the gas station. And there is bullets flying through the air. And he's like, oh my God, this guy's trying to kill me. That's a great movie. It's a great movie. Let's see. It is great. I love that. It's classic. And you know what? As classic as it is, Visions, I don't think I have it in the collection. I'm not seeing it. I don't think so. If I do, it's only on DVD. I need to get it on Blu-ray. Let's see. D-Man says, Fears, take your age. Okay, take your age. 39. Well, 40 here in a couple of weeks. So 39. Add 5 years to it. That's how old you will be in 5 years. I got it. They have hats. Oh, really? Nice, D-Man. It's been a while since I've seen that. Since I've seen that movie. It's been a while. But Steve Martin, his hair started going gray very, very early. But at least it didn't. At least it didn't stop him. Like he only had his hair color, Visions, for a couple of years. Meant they hate these cans. Why do they hate cans? I'm lost, D-Man. What are you talking about? I'm lost. Who hates cans and I don't know, what do you mean? I don't know what you're on about. They hate cans. Who hates cans? My fans? My fans don't hate cans. They love the can crushes. I've already done one can crush. Can crush for the night. I've got a few more to go before the end of the night. There'll be more can crushes. So I'm saying. It seemed like the cans were defective at first. I don't know what the hell you guys are on about. What, these? Oh, you mean from the Jerk? Oh, God, now I get it. Yeah. He goes, oh, these cans are defective. And he goes, the cans they're not defective. He goes, that guy's shooting at you. All right, now it makes sense, Larry. I was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? See, it's been a while since I've seen that movie. I had no idea what you guys were on about. Yeah. Yeah, I got it now. I got it now, D-Man. Sorry, Fears is a little tired. I need more of this. At first, I was like, what in the fuck are you talking about? So, yeah. Yo, fangirl Kate. We're just talking a little bit about The Jerk, that movie. Have you seen it, Kate? It's phenomenal. It's amazing. It's amazing. Steve Martin said that in The Jerk. Yeah, I got you. See, that's how slow Fears' brain is tonight. I'm so tired. And no, I got plenty of sleep visions. I just didn't connect the dots until like 10 minutes later. I was like, what in the hell are you guys on about? I got it now. Sorry, D-Man. At first I was like, am I missing something here? I was like, I don't know what you guys are on about. But yeah. But no, to answer your question, Larry, it did. The hurricane did touch down, mostly in Daytona. It also touched down in Daytona, and you know what? Let's look it up. I know for a fact Daytona because Randall had to evacuate, but I know it was Tampa, Daytona, and like three other cities. Where did the hurricane hit in Florida? Let's see here. Let's see here. It says hurricane slams Florida Gulf Coast. Georgia moves into Carolinas, but it hit Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and then let's see where else. Where else did it hit? It hit. Let's see here. Let's see where else did it hit? I'm looking. Give me 1 second. It hit a lot in Georgia. It hit a lot in North Carolina, South Carolina. Let's see, where else? Where else? It doesn't give certain cities. Let's see here. Now, let me go to another website. Let's see here. So apparently Georgia got hit pretty good. Let's see. You know, I need to make it more precise. Where did the hurricane hit? Or what cities? That's what I should say. What cities in Florida were affected by the hurricane? There we go. Okay, let's see here. Okay, it says the National Hurricane Center issued on Saturday, back when the storm. So it hit Mexico, it hit Georgia, it hit Florida, it hit North Carolina, South Carolina, and then it said days later it hit Keegan Beach, Florida. So it hit Keegan. It also hit Tampa. It also hit, let's see here. Let's see, let me scroll down here. Where else did it hit? So yeah, only a couple places but I'm seeing pictures online. Man, did Georgia get hit bad. I mean, there is pictures of like houses destroyed, so that's terrible. Oh my gosh. If you guys would see the pictures that I'm looking at, oh man. And then it says the death toll remains uncertain. Over 100,000 injuries. Damn. Well, my heart goes out to all those families and sending blessings and prayers. That's ridiculous. That's nuts. I wish our government would be more. I mean, our government does pretty good, but like, they need to do a better job at like preparing for these like storms and stuff. Because if they were more prepared, I'm not saying they weren't prepared. I just wish they would be even more prepared. If they were even more prepared, then they wouldn't have 100,000 injuries. And God knows how many deaths there's been because of this. And that's terrible. All right, let me close this website. So I did my best. So now you guys know kind of like where it hit. But I'm just grateful, Larry, that around my area, like I said, I live 15, 20 minutes away from Orlando. Orlando, we only got like heavy rainstorms and intense wind, and that was it. But hurricane season goes all the way to November. So even though I didn't get hit this time, if another hurricane comes, I'll be prepared. So yeah. All right, where did I leave off on the chat? Let's see here. Let's see. Larry says, subscribe, support, and stay positive. Well, that is a Tommy NC 2010 quote, but yes. Yes. What's cracking? What's cracking to you too? Are things going better for big homie Sam? I hope so. I haven't heard from him. I thought I would give him some time alone. I'm gonna call him around Christmas time, and I hope Sam's willing to talk then, because I haven't heard from him. So I'm giving him some time, Blinky. I'm giving him some time because I don't really know what he's going through. But I hope he's okay. I hope he's doing great. I hope he's doing wonderful. I hope his job and I hope his family's going, good. So I couldn't tell you, but one can only hope. I think it's kind of weird, though. He just disappeared off the face of the earth, and I did absolutely nothing wrong, one day we were hanging out, and then the next minute, Randall doesn't hear from him. I don't hear from him. I don't know. It's very strange. It's very, very strange. But I hope he's doing all right. Hopefully, he's not going through anything too chaotic. And hopefully, whenever I hear from him, or if I hear from him, I hope. But I've tried to reach out a half a dozen times and nothing. So I'm not gonna keep reaching out. I must have sent 5 to 10 text messages, and I called him for a couple weeks, at least once a week, and nothing. So I was like, well, obviously he doesn't want to talk, so I'm not going to keep trying to reach out, So I'm like, I eventually just stopped reaching out, and I don't know what's going on. So yeah, that sucks. I thought there were several days of notice of hurricane coming. You are right. Government needs to do a lot better. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty good at it, Larry. But if they were even more prepared, then we would have less. Because I just read online over 100,000 injuries, and then it said death rate or death toll unknown. So I guess they're trying to still figure out how many people passed away. So anyway, Blinky said poor kids seem to have a lot going for him. Yeah. So I don't really know. I mean, I can't specify what's going on with Sam. I don't know if he lost his job, or if he still has his job, or if there's problems at home. I know recently. Just a Mom says hello, John, and sent me $2. Well, thanks for that super chat. Well, thank you so much, Just a Mom. Good to see you. It's been a while. Just a Mom. Good to see you. Just a Mom has been a long-time fan. She's been here since the very beginning. So, big shout-out to Just a Mom. Thank you for that $2 donation, that super chat. You are awesome. But anyway. Yeah, Blinky, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Because when we went axe throwing, I kid you guys not. I'm not going to turn this whole thing into Sam, but nothing seemed wrong. We were having so much fun. We didn't get into an argument. We didn't get into anything. Sam was having a good time. Sam was teaching me the rules of axe throwing. You guys can tell by the vlog. Visions, we were having a fantastic time. We went out to dinner after there, and I remember asking him. I said, hey, Sam, I'm going on vacation in a couple weeks. Do you think you can give me a ride? Sure, no problem, Fears. I got you. And then he called me the very next day and said, hey, Fears, I'm going to go on a cruise here soon with my sister just to get away. He goes, I've been going through some things. So me and my sister, we're going to take a big cruise. And I went, I think that's a fantastic idea, Sam. I said, get away, have fun with your sister, Get some quality, brother, sister time in. Forget about your worries. And he goes, well, that's the plan. That's the plan. He goes, so I may not, I can take you to the airport, but depending on how long the cruise is, I may not be able to pick you up. I said, not a problem, Sam. I said, if you take me to the airport, I said, I'll Uber home or I'll grab a taxi. Don't worry about it. And he was like, all right, sounds good, man. And then he goes, well, and then he said, well, if you tell me the dates of when you're coming back, I may be able to pick you up. I said, yeah. I said, right on. And I told him the dates, and he said, he goes, we'll see. And I said, don't worry if you can't pick me up. I appreciate you taking me to the airport. And then it got closer and closer to my trip, and then I didn't hear anything from him. So I actually had to take myself to the airport, Blinky, and the last time I heard from him was June. We hung out on June 3rd, and then I talked to him June 4th and June 5th, and that was it. That's the last time. So I haven't heard or hung out with him in 2.5 months, almost 3 now. So yeah. So I don't know. But anyway, thank you, Just a Mom, for that wonderful donation, $2. That is what is that? That's my 5th super chat now. So, moving right along. And I always appreciate it. Anytime someone sends me a super chat, see, because what I've noticed, not all YouTubers are like this. Let's say Fear's got over 100,000 subs. I highly doubt I will, but let's say I did. I wouldn't care if it took me all night. Some big YouTubers will not thank each and every one. So if I did a live and I got like 64,000 super chats, I would sit there all fucking night and go, thank you, because my fans mean the world to me. It would take me a long time to say thank you to everybody, but I would, because that's just the type of guy I am. Because super chats are a blessing, and people are giving me their hard-earned money, and you don't have to, but I appreciate it. So, big shout out to Super Mom. That's right. Wait, did I just call you Super Mom? My bad. Just a mom. But you know what? You are a super mom. Super Mom, she's married to a detective, right? Because you've been a fan since the very beginning, Just a Mom. Like, you were there when Fears was uploading his college projects, right when Fears Man 26 was created. I remember you used to write, you still write comments on my videos, but you were there even in the college days. So Just a Mom she's been here for a long time. So I think Just a Mom is the oldest fan. I think you've been the longest running fan, I think. If memory serves me right. Blinky says, damn, just a MILF. Or just a dang MILF, more like. Ooh. Am I right? You could be right. I mean, I wouldn't mess with her, Blinky, because she's married to a cop, And I'm sure he would get quite agitated, you flirting with her, with her tatas. Shh. There it is. I mean, she could have some tatas. Probably she has some tatas. But are they your tatas? No, they're not your tatas. They're that cop's tatas. So, there it is. Just a Mom says, hi, D-Man, how you doing? D-Man's doing pretty good. Just a Mom, you know those squirrel videos that D-Man always makes of me and other people in the community? Oh, he's back. The squirrel is back. Because Just a Mom loves those squirrel videos just as much as I do. So there it is. Let's see. Larry says, Visions, do the mods split the super chats? I don't know. That's a good question. They should. Because D-Man and Larry, Visions does a fantastic job. Fantastic job. Oh my God! Another one! Wow, Just a Mom. I appreciate that. Congratulations, John, on your monetization. Thanks. I appreciate that. You are spoiling Fears. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That was very nice. One is enough, but she gave me 2. I appreciate that. Vision says, maybe he was in love with you and he knew it could never be. I don't know, Visions. I hope Sam comes back because I miss my buddy, and I miss doing vlogs with him, and I miss gaming with him, Because those gaming streams were the best, And I wanted to do more. I was really looking forward to playing the remake with him. So, yeah. So, anyway. But anyway, like I said, I hope Sam will be back. I'm gonna call him around Christmas time, and I hope he picks up. I hope we can talk it out because something must be bothering him. I don't think it's my fault because I like the only thing I wish he would have done. I wish he would have called and said, "Hey, Fears, it's nothing that you did. I'm going through something. Give me a couple months and then we'll hang out." But he just vanished off the face of the earth. That's the only thing I don't agree with. Like, if I was going through something, I would just call Sam up and be like, "Hey, Sam, um, no offense, buddy. I need a couple months to, fix something in my life. But don't worry, I'll be back." If Sam would have said that, I would have been like, "Yeah, sure, buddy, no problem." But he didn't say anything, so now I'm like, well, is it something going on in his life, or did I do something wrong? As far as I know, I didn't do anything because the last time we hung out was nothing but joyful. We were axe throwing. I won a couple of games. Sam was having fun. We were vlogging. He was like, "Hey, Fears, you want to grab something to eat?" I was like, "Hell yeah." So we went and got something to eat at Sam's favorite restaurant, and we were just chilling, vlogging, having a good time. And then the next day I said, "Hey, man, thanks a lot for the cool hangout. I can't wait to hang out next." And then we talked. And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What do you want to do next?" I'm like, "I don't know." I'm like, "What about bowling?" He's like, "Yeah, bowling would be cool." So we were planning to do like a bowling vlog. Because I asked him, I said, I picked axe throwing. So I think I picked axe throwing. I can't remember. Oh, no. Sam picked it. Sam picked axe throwing because he was like, "Hey, Fears, have you ever went axe throwing?" And I said, "No, I didn't." So then he was like, "All right, Fears, it's your turn." He goes, "What do you want to do next?" And I said, "How about bowling?" I said, "We haven't done bowling in the vlog." And he was like, "We can do bowling." I went, "Sweet." I said, "Let's do that." And he's like, "Yeah, man." He goes, "I'm going to go on vacation soon. So after my vacation," he's like, "We'll definitely bowl it up." I said, "Sounds good to me, buddy." And then he told me when he was going on his trip. And then, like, the next day I called him, Visions, and asked him about, "Hey, do you think you can take me to the airport?" And then he went through the spiel of, "I don't know if I can pick you up." I'm like, "Don't worry about it." I'm like, "I'll grab a taxi or an Uber or a Lyft or whatever." And then that was that. So I don't think it was anything I did, So, but I hope to hear from him. Let's see. Have you scored any cool new Blu-rays? Oh, I have, Blinky. I have. These are the two newest ones I've scored. Let me grab them. Again, Blinky, I've scored a lot more than this, but these are the two newest ones. I showed them yesterday. Bada bing, bada boom, Flash, and Spiral. So those are the two newest ones. I think I'm going to watch Spiral tonight. I don't know. I haven't decided. So if I do a review tomorrow, Visions, it'll probably be Spiral. I don't know. I've gotten back on the editing kick. I did edit a video last night before I went to work, so I'm going to try to edit another one. So if you guys haven't seen Fears' newest vlog, Visions, I found some old footage of me and LC. So I threw it up. So yeah, I haven't got to hang out with LC in a while. He's been busy with his family, so hopefully me and LC can hang out soon. So yeah. So I know he said he was going to take his family to Universal, I think. So he said I'll be able to hang out after he does the Universal. He may have already done that. I can't remember, but yeah. Just a Mom says, "I love D-Man and his channel." Right? He's got a pretty cool channel, Just a Mom. I mean, if he's not gardening, he put up that cabin video. Like D-Man, I got to say, that cabin video is awesome. You stayed at an authentic log cabin. Like camping, that must have been a lot of fun. I will say, Fears would probably have half the fun because I love camping, but like doing it Little House on the Prairie style with no AC in that hot sweat box cabin, I don't know if Fears could make it. I don't know. I probably could, but would I want to make it? No. I love my AC. So I give mad props to those people on the prairie, man. Those pioneers long back in the day. Whew. It must have been so hot. But you know what? Fears. If I was living on the prairie, Visions, I'd be like, "Oh, there's a river over there. There's a lake over there." Fears would strip down to my long johns and jump in that river and go for a nice cool swim. That's what I'd be doing. That's right. Larry says, "Awesome, Just a Mom." I know, she gave me 2 donations so far. Will there be more donations? I don't know. We'll find out. But Just a Mom, you're the best. You are the best. Thank you so much for those 2 donations. Let's see. Larry says maybe he was getting tired, getting beat and everything. Not your fault. You are natural. I don't think that's. But you know what? I don't think that was it, Larry. I know you're joking around. I don't think that was it. Because I remember Sam said he was going through some stuff. So maybe it was just that. But because Sam's not a sore loser, you know? Because Sam beat me. He beat me a couple times, but I'm just a natural at miniature golf, and I'm a natural at axe throwing. So 10 times out of 12, if I play someone in miniature golf because I've played so much of it, I love mini golf. I love real golf, but I've actually played miniature golf more. I've only actually, if I'm being honest, Larry, I've only actually played like real golf 4 times in my life. Uh, Twice was with my church, like some. It was me and some friends at church and my pastor, because my pastor in Missouri loves golf. I mean, loves it. So 2 times. One has been with church members, and then one was at church camp. All the counselors went away for a day, and they left 2 counselors in charge that didn't want to go golfing to take care of all the kids at the camp, and the rest of the counselors went golfing. So just those 2 counselors, they didn't want to go golfing, and they said, well, we have to leave someone here to take care of the kids, because we had like 80 kids. So those 2 counselors were left, and we went golfing, and then we came back for Sunday dinner, and then we finished the rest of the camp. So twice has been with church. The other 2 times, one was with my friend and his family, and his dad and his mom and his sister and all that. And then the last one was me, my brother, and my dad. So I got to go golfing with my dad once. That was fun. But then the rest, I've been miniature golfing since I was like 5 or 6, somewhere around there. So I love miniature golf. The more wacky the golf course is, like the more wacky the miniature golf course is, the better. I love miniature golf. That's why I do a lot of miniature golf vlogs, because they're so much fun. Like if no one wants to go with me, I'll go and do, like the last one I did that Gator golf one like 3 or 4 months ago by myself, because Randall couldn't come, Sam couldn't come. Sam was working that day. I went, all right, I'll just go and do it myself. So yeah. Let's see. Larry said, did LC give up his YouTube channel? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, he uploads all the time. Let's see. When was his last upload? I doubt it, because his channel is doing so good, Larry. It's doing so good. I'm pretty sure he still uploads. Let me see here. Heroes and Villains Collectibles. I'm pretty sure he still uploads. Maybe he's been busy. Maybe he hasn't uploaded in a while. But let's see. When was his last upload? Let's see here. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Let me go to videos. So his last video upload was 4 days ago. So maybe he's just been busy. And then his last live was he streamed 2 weeks ago. So his last video was 4 days ago. I don't know. Maybe he's just taking a break. You know? Maybe he's just taking a break. But I'll call him. I'll call him and find out. Let's call him. Let's call him and find out. Because I haven't talked to LC in a while. I've been kind of busy. And he said he's been busy with his family. So let's give him a little ring. Oh, where the fuck is his number? Hang on. There we go. Hopefully he picks up. We'll see. Give me 1 second here. Hopefully the connection's pretty good. The phone lines are a mess, probably. There we go. Yo,
Yo, yo.
what's up, man? Hey, are you watching my stream right now?
No, I'm just now about to get home. I'm like about 2 minutes away.
Oh,
What's up?
okay. So Larry's got a question. He was like, "Hey, is he goes LC hasn't uploaded in a while." He goes, "Is he giving up on his channel?" I said, "Doubtful." I said his last upload was 4 days ago, and his last live stream was 2 weeks ago. So go ahead and tell Larry what's up.
Yeah. I actually got I was actually gonna be doing a live stream today about a new what is it? Mario trailer that came out, but
Oh, nice.
I've just been busy. You know what I mean? I was out with the family and working, but
That's what I
I
thought.
actually have a toy hunt, and then the convention I went with my daughter.
Oh yeah. How did that convention go? Did the convention go?
Tonight at 10 o'clock or tomorrow, so I got some shit dropping.
Did the convention go really well? Did you and your daughter have a good time?
Yeah, it went good. It went good. You know, she had a good time. She met up with all her friends. They were all in cosplay.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was cool. It was cool. So, freaking, yeah, I'm actually just finished. I have finished doing that video. I just got to do it's uploading still. You know
Well, see, that's what I told Larry. I said, Larry, he's a busy guy. I said he's got work, he's got a family. So I said that's probably the reason why he hasn't uploaded. And I knew you were going to that convention.
Yeah, I also uploaded 4 days ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then again today.
Yeah. So I told him. I said his last upload was like 4 days ago, and I said maybe the reason why he hasn't streamed in 2 weeks is I said LC's a busy guy. I said we haven't been able to hang out for a while because you've been busy. I've been busy at work. And then I was sick for a little while, So the fans want us to hang out again. I want to hang out again, so let me know. So if you want to hang out this weekend, man, we can either hang out next weekend or next week. Let me know. Did you guys already go to, what was it, Disney World you guys were going to or Universal? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, we went to Universal and stuff like that. So that was we went to Universal and we went to Island of Adventures and stuff like that.
How was that? Was that fun?
Oh, yeah, we had a good time, brother.
Well, hey, maybe one of these days just you and me will go to Universal or Disney and we'll vlog it up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. That sounds good.
So we'll have to plan it out. Like, I mean, if you want to bring, the little guy with you, that's cool. If you want to bring the little guy along, but if you just want to me and you, I've been saving up some money so we can.
I don't think he'll come no more. He had that freaking Harry Potter ride was the first one he went on to.
Yeah.
And it kind of scarred him.
Oh, did it freak him out?
Yeah, he don't want to know nothing about.
Well, listen, if you brought him to Disney World, I mean, Disney World's more family friendly, so I think he'd be okay at Disney World, because at Disney World, there's not. I mean, there's a couple of roller coasters, but I don't think he's, he's such a little guy. I don't think he's ready for roller coasters. But if he goes on one of my favorite rides is super like it's quiet, like the Haunted Mansion. I don't think that would freak him out. That's one of my favorite rides. And it's super slow. So I think he'd be fine. So if you want to bring the little guy, go for it. If not, but yeah, well, give me a call in a couple of days, buddy, and we'll plan out our next hangout because I've been wanting to vlog with you for a little while, and I want to game with you too.
Definitely.
Because, man, I miss you, man. I miss you. It's been a while since we've had a hangout, but I understand the family takes up a lot of your time. So good on you for being a good dad, and but yeah, we'll hang out soon, brother. Just Larry was like worried, and I was like, "There's nothing to be worried about." I'm like, "He's a dad, he's got work." I'm like, "LC is a busy guy. He's probably more busy than the Fears man,
Yeah. Yeah. So I got that dropping, and then when you watch the convention video, there's also,
oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Also a toy hunt attached to it because I also wound up going and doing a hunt. So
nice. Wait, so did you do the toy hunt before the convention or after the convention?
No, because I went to the convention and I was there walking around and I left my daughter because I was.
Oh, gotcha.
And then my daughter was gonna chill there with all her anime friends, cosplay friends.
Yeah.
So, but then when I left, then I just went and I'm like, on my way home, let me just stop and just do a quick hunt, and then that's what
nice.
I did. So there's a toy hunt attached to it.
I've done a few hunts, buddy. So the next time you come over to my house, I got some gems, man.
I told you, I seen those, but I told you that you have to record your toy hunts. What you do is when you get home, you just put on the stream. But I'm telling you, if you want some more content, you should record your actual hunts.
Did you hear the good news, buddy? I got monetized, and tonight, so far, I've gotten not one, but two super chats.
Awesome. Yeah. Of course I know about that.
So far in total, I've gotten 5 super chats. So I don't know if I'll make a lot of money. But I told the fans, I'm like, you don't have to, but I appreciate it. I got the best fans in the world.
No doubt. And what, are you live right now?
Yeah, I'm live like right now. So the minute you get home, I'll probably be still live because I haven't got to one of my topics yet, but I will. But I've just been kind of having fun, just chilling, talking with the fans.
Open the door, guys. Okay, nah, true that. Nah, I just got home myself.
So the two newest movies, buddy, I got Spiral. So that's the last. I think that's the latest Jigsaw movie, or one of the latest ones. And then I finally got the Flash movie.
Oh, nice. Yeah, man. I see it. The last song.
I think it's the last Saw. I think, or it's one of the newest Saws. And then
Well, they got the new one. There's an even newer one.
I know they just won't let Jigsaw die. They got a new one.
I haven't seen. I stopped at like. No, I'll be honest, but I stopped at like. I think the last Saw movie I seen was 5.
Well, see, listen, like I think the perfect trilogy is the first 3. In the first one, they create the monster. The second movie, you see the monster in his prime, and then the third one, they kill the monster off. He actually dies in the third one, but like 4 through Spirals, all these flashback sequences and all this bullshit, you know. So, but see, now I'm intrigued. Now I've got to watch it to the very end because now I'm hooked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I'm hooked. I got to find out the legacy of old Jigsaw. But they should just let it die, man. Anyway, I'll let you go because you got to take care of your family and all that, buddy. But we will hang out soon. Give me a call in a couple of days, and we'll plan out our next hangout.
No problem, brother, man. You already know.
All right, give me a call in a couple of days. We'll figure it out. Peace, deuce, I'm out.
Take care. Yep.
Later, buddy. See, Larry, worrying for no reason. Shame on you. Shame on you. You son of a bitch. Unbelievable, Larry. He is fine. He's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. Actually, Larry, I'm just joking. You're not a son of a bitch. I'm just playing around. Anyway, let's get back to the chat, shall we? I've probably missed so many comments. Here, let me go back. Let's see here. Let's see. Blinky says, very nice that LC... Oh, wait, hang on. Well, if it isn't the cheeseburger, the cheeseburglar... Oh, man, Triple, you just won't let this die. Yeah, those cabins are close to 200 years old. See, that is nuts. And you actually stayed in one of those cabins, D-Man. On one hand, that's cool. But it must have been so hot. Must have been so hot. Plus, it gets really hot and muggy. June, July, August in Missouri. I've been there. I've lived there. But that's the only time it gets hot and muggy is June, July, August. The rest of it, it's cold, it's wet, it's rainy, blizzards, ice storms, going nuts, going ballistic. So, yeah. I challenge you to a mini golf match. Loser buys drinks and hookers. Hell yeah, Larry. Larry, if we ever hang out, that's happening. I don't know about the old hookers, but I will definitely buy drinks if I lose. But Larry, listen, you got to put your money where your mouth is, man. You know, let's make it interesting. How about we put up some money? $20. I'll put in 20. You put in 20. So we got to hang out one day, and you got to be in a vlog. And we got a miniature golf it up. So $20. Well, actually $40 is on the line. If you put in 20, I put in 20, and then so if I lose, I'll give you $40. You know? Oh no, I'll give you $20. You know? But we're each gonna put in 20. So $40 is on the line, and then after whoever gets the prize money, then we'll spend that prize money on booze. That's right. So, do you think you have what it takes, Larry, to win the challenge master fears of golf? I don't know. But I'm up for the challenge. I'm up. I mean, because Visions thinks he's going to win. He says, Fears, he goes, you have absolutely no chance. And I was like, oh, really? Really? And he goes, oh, yeah, Fears, I have a degree in miniature golf. And I was like, well, let's put that degree to the test, Visions. So next year, whenever me and Visions hang out, we'll find out. Visions versus Lord Fears. Battle of wits. A battle of champions. We'll find out. We'll find out. So, Larry, I accept your challenge. Let's see. Larry says, I saw the video you posted of his toys. That was cool. Glad he's got a place. Hell yeah. Well, that was old footage from his old place. I don't know if he's moved into his new place, Larry, but that it was an old vlog that I needed to upload because I uploaded most of that footage and then I forgot that I had some other footage that me and him did. And I was like, man, this footage is so old. I just need to get it off my hard drive. I need to get back into the editing format. And I forgot to upload that footage on my channel. And I was like, you know what? I'll throw together a little vlog. So that was some old footage that became new footage. And there it is. Anyway, sounds like a good plan, Larry. Golf challenge. Listen, I'm down. D-Man, I challenge you too. D-Man, you've been a long-time fan, just like Just a Mom. Just a Mom, I challenge you to a miniature golf challenge too. Fears will take any challenges of miniature golf. I'm ready. Larry says make it $50. All right, we'll do $50. $50 sounds good to me. Warning, I have my own putter. I don't care, Larry. I'm ready. Let's do it. So, Larry, we'll get it together. We will hang out one day. We'll hang out one day, Larry, and we'll golf it up. Oh, Timmy MC is here. Wow. I'm honored. I'm honored. Timmy MC, you've been such a legendary person in the community. You know, I think you should give me a super chat, Timmy. I'm just saying. You've been a mystery and an enigma because we don't really know who you are. All we know is that Timmy MC is a chick and she loves wearing purple and she's from Australia. That's all we know about Timmy. John Fears is the master of miniature golf. That's a given. Just like how he's the master of Yummy Dillion. Oh God, I wish. If I got to hang out with Yummy Dillion, Timmy, Fears would die a happy man. D-Man says, "Oh my God, Timmy." I know, right? It's quite legendary when Lord Timmy makes a cameo. So there it is. Anyway, but good to see you, Timmy. So big shout out to all the fans. Big shout out to Visions, D-Man, Larry, Triple, Timmy, Just a Mom. Who else? Blinky. But I mean, I think Fangirl Kate. I mean, I think the real honor goes to Just a Mom tonight because she gave me not one donation, but 2 donations. So Just a Mom, you're awesome for giving me those 2 donations. That was really nice of you. Larry says the stream is radical and groovy. Groovy. Yeah. 1970s style, buddy. Well, Larry, you did say that you're older than me. I forgot how old you are. You'll have to tell me on Discord because I don't want to reveal your age here in the chat. But I know you said you're a tad bit older than I am. But Fears is getting up there. I don't feel 40. But I'm going to be 40 here in a couple of weeks. No! I can't believe that. Cannot believe it. Anyway. I don't believe it. I cannot believe it. I will not believe it. Anyway. All right. Well, let's start things off with a bang. Let's get back to the topics. So, Larry, I know you love the Fears stories. I got some Fears stories. I thought some childhood stories from Fears' past would be quite, appropriate for tonight. So let's start with, oh, there it is. Oh, my Lord. Timmy MC. Let's see. Timmy says, John Fears would give Yummy Dillion all 3 inches. That I would. I would give 3 inches and more, Timmy, because Fears' penis is a lot bigger than 3 inches. That's right. Well, I would give her a tease, Timmy. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. I would put in 3 inches just to give her a little tease, and she'd be, oh, John, more. I'm like, oh, you want more? 3 more inches, and 3 more inches, and then 3 more inches, and 3 more inches. There you are. Well, thank you, Timmy. That was quite generous of you. So that's the 6th super chat. Nice. For my good old buddy, Timmy MC. There it is. Larry says, Just a Mom fan of the day. Pretty much. But I love all my fans. So, yeah. Fears, what is your best putting tip? That's a good question. Don't get nervous. Well, there's a couple of tips, Triple, because I've gotten nervous. The first tip is stay calm, because if you get nervous, it'll ruin the putt. Take a breath, chill, line up the putt, and if you're close, just tap it in. If you're far away, hit it strong, but not too strong, because you want to get it all the way to the putt. But if you over like power it, then it'll go right past the hole. So hit it at a medium. I'd say a medium putt if you're a little bit away. Those would be my tips. So yeah, D-Man says very cool. Hell yeah, love story time. 3 super chats. I know, D-Man, it's incredible. It's incredible. I think this has been my best stream. I've never gotten. Usually in a stream, I get maybe 1 super chat or no super chats. But this has been my best stream so far. I've gotten 3 super chats. I don't know. Maybe we'll have another one. We'll see. But I appreciate all my loving and loyal fans. You guys don't even have to donate. If you guys don't donate, I could care less, because I don't do YouTube for the money. I do it for the passion of filmmaking and entertaining my fans and laughing with you guys. That's why I do it. Dang, 15. I guess I can call you Cobra too. I don't know if we're there yet, Visions. You know? Because I know Cobra gets like, well, he gets tons of super chats. He gets like 20 or 30 a stream or some shit like that. So I'm definitely not Cobra yet. But doing pretty good so far. So big shout out to all the donators and the fans. I appreciate that. All right, story time. All right, so Larry, time travel back to Little Fears. Little Fears mode. Here we go. I have 1,000 stories, guys, and all these stories are 100% true. So I've selected 3 stories tonight. Here we go. Story number 1. This was 15 inches, like the size of, That's right, Visions. I'll be honest, it's not that long, but listen, no lady has complained of Fears' man package ever. I'm not going to reveal how long it is because it's none of your damn business. But I do all right in that department. No female has complained. All right. Triple says, solid tips. I think even Tiger would benefit from that advice. Well, there you are. But I think he's the master. I mean, Tiger Woods is the master, Triple. He doesn't need my advice. He's been putting and golfing his entire life, so he doesn't need any tips. He does well enough on his own. All right, so let's time travel back to Little Fears. Little Fears. All right, here we go. So in the first story, I wasn't too little. I'd say I was probably in middle school when this happened. So, as you guys all know, I almost was an Eagle Scout. You can only be an Eagle Scout. You can only be in Boy Scouts up until 18. So I didn't quite make it. Because it's very hard to get an Eagle Scout because you have to get all the badges and stuff, and you have to get a certain amount of badges in a certain amount of time. And I was working really hard because I really wanted to be an Eagle Scout, but I didn't make it. I almost made it. So anyway, I was at Boy Scout camp, and one of the hardest badges to get is the swimming badge because you have to swim across the lake and back without getting out of the water. I thought you could get out of the water. So I swim across, get out of the lake, rest, get back in the lake, swim back, and they went, "You failed, Fears." I went, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "Well, you're not supposed to get out of the lake." I said, "Well, no one told me I couldn't rest." And he's like, "Well, that's our bad, Fears." He goes, "Someone should have told you." And I'm like, I shouldn't get penalized, right? I should get the badge because no one told me. And they're like, "No, unfortunately, you're going to have to do it again." I'm like, "Oh, this is bullshit." I didn't say bullshit, but I'm like, "You got to be kidding me." I'm exhausted. And he's like, "Well, you don't have to do it today." He goes, "But," because the camp was for about a week. And he goes, "We'll just have you do it another day, Fears, so you can rest up." So I did the first attempt, was like on a Monday or Tuesday. And then towards the end of the week, I did it like on a Thursday or Friday. But let me tell you something, that was hard because the lake was massive, and you have to like tread water. So the second attempt, I was like, "Oh God, I got to do this whole fucking thing over again." And I was nervous. And I don't remember my buddy's name, but my buddy was standing next to me and he went, Fears, I feel bad for you. And I went, why is that? And he goes, well, this is my first time, so I'm probably going to finish it, quicker. And I said, I'm sure you will. And he goes, I can't believe they're making you do it again. That was my friend saying that. I said, yeah. I said, no. I said, did you know that you couldn't get out of the water? And he said, no. He goes, so thank God. He goes, Fears, I'm learning from you. I said, I don't understand. I said, they're the counselors. They're the managers. They're our Boy Scout leaders. Why wouldn't they tell us? And he goes, well, maybe they just forgot, Fears. I'm like, they need to tell us that. I said, because if they would have told me that, I wouldn't have gotten out of the water, and I would have already had the badge, and I would have been working on another badge. I said, so now I'm doing double the duty. So he was like, so the guy came, like, we're on the dock, and then he said, are you all ready? And I'm like, yeah, I'm ready again. So we get to the edge, and then he goes, all right. He goes, let me explain the rules. He goes, that was my bad. And he goes, Fears, I'm really sorry. And I didn't want to be a jerk, so I said, you're fine. But in my mind, I'm like, yeah, you could have told me before. But I didn't want to be a dick. So I said, what I really said was, oh, no problem. And he goes, well, here's the rules. He goes, you step to the edge of the dock. He goes, when I blow the whistle, I want you to do a dive. He goes, dive in. He goes, and before you start, we had to tread water right in front of him. He goes, I'm going to shoot out some commands of certain types of paddle. Like he goes, I'm going to have you do doggy paddle, then I'm going to have you do it over your arm like that. He goes, and then once you're all done, you'll swim back to the dock, put your head on the dock, rest for a full 2-3 minutes, and then I'll blow the whistle again, and then you'll start across the lake. And he goes, you have to go down across the lake to the very edge of the lake, swim back, and do not get out of the lake. And he goes, and then when you're on the way back, he goes, touch the dock. I'll tell you the time because you had to do it in a certain amount of time. He goes, the minute I say start, I'm going to click the stopwatch. He had a stopwatch. And he goes, the minute your hand touches the dock, then I'll stop the time for you. He goes, now some people are going to finish faster than others. He goes, don't worry, I've got a bunch of people with different stopwatches. So they had a stopwatch for each person. So he said, Fears, I'm going to take your time. This guy's going to take it for your buddy's time. And there was like 8 of us. There was 8 kids, including me. So he said, but we're all going to start you at the right time. He goes, but some people are faster swimmers than others. He goes, you've got 15 minutes to swim across the lake and back. That was hard, but I did it. So my buddy got the best time. I did it like in 14 minutes. So I had about a minute to spare. So yeah. So he rings the bell. We get in. I do the dive. And then he checks that off and goes, very good dive, Fears. And then he said, I want you to tread water. So I tread water. I did the doggy paddle. And then he did, I want you to swim, like that. So I did it. And I did all the commands. Once everybody got all the commands done and all the swimming moves done, he said, all right, back to the dock. Put your hand on the dock. We rested for like 5 or 10 minutes. And then, all right, he goes, time for the lap. Time for the big swim. And he goes, I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1. I'm going to blow the whistle. And he goes, right when I blow the whistle, I'm going to start the stopwatch. And then he looked at all the counselors. He goes, everybody start your watches. Start the watches right when I blow the whistle. So he goes 3, 2, 1, go. And then he starts it. I take off. I was doing pretty good, but on midway back, Larry, that's when Fears started getting the cramps. Oh my God, it hurt so bad. So across the lake, I was like, all right, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. So I get to the edge. I'm on the way back. I'm about halfway back. Right here on my side, it starts hurting because I am so tired from swimming. So I just start doggy paddling, and I rub my stomach like this as I'm treading water. I'm like, oh, come on, Fears, you're almost there. You can do it. You can do it. Probably I would have done it in 12 or 13 minutes, but I stopped midway in the lake to rub my stomach to get the cramp out as I'm treading water because it hurt so bad. Finally, I get to the edge of the dock. I'm exhausted. And he goes, Fears, you got to touch the dock. So I kept going, and then I touched the dock, and he goes, very good, Fears. 14 point, I think it was like 14.2, something like that. I did it in 14 minutes something. And he goes, that's not too bad. And I said, was I the first one to finish? He goes, no. He goes, your buddy finished first. He goes, you're the third person to finish. And I was like, all right. So he said, you're third. I was like, all right, well, that's not too bad. So he goes, very good. I said, did I get the badge? I said, I don't care when I finish, just as long as I got the badge. He goes, yep, you got the badge. And I went, great. And I said, can I go rest? I said, I'm super tired. And he goes, oh, yeah. He goes, you can get out. So I got out, grabbed my towel, went over to my friend, and he was like, hey, Fears, what was your time? And I said, oh, it was 14, whatever it was. And he went, hey, that's not too bad. I said, hey, what was your time? He said, I think I did it in 12. And I was like, hey, pretty good job, buddy. And he goes, are you tired? And I was like, oh, God, man. I said, you have no idea. No idea. And I said, hey, did you get any cramps on the way back? And he goes, no. He goes, I'm good. I said, oh, dude, I said, I got major cramps on the way back. And he goes, and then my friend was like, did you get cramps on the way there? I said, no. I said, the way there, I was totally fine. I said, on the way back, the cramps started really bad. And he goes, well, at least you made through it. So he said something like that. So that was, so I almost didn't make it, Larry. So that's story number one. That's story number one. All right, story number two was at Boy Scout camp, but another Boy Scout camp. I had never made chili before in my life. So I'll never, and the reason why I'm telling this story is this chili was probably this is the best chili I've ever had. So this was when I could still eat chili, because if I eat chili now, I guarantee you, Fears would have a lot of gas, and it would be a lot of trips to the bathroom. So I haven't had chili in a long time. But I do love chili, but you don't want to be around Fears when I eat chili, because I'd be farting all night. It would be a fart. It would be bad. It would be bad if I ate chili now. But we were at camp, and I don't remember the whole story, but I remember like bits and pieces of it. I remember going up to my scout leader, and I asked him, I said, hey, what are we having for dinner tonight? And he went, oh, Fears. He goes, you and the other kids are in for a treat. And I said, oh, why is that? And he was like, he goes, well, my wife is going to drive down and spend the rest of the weekend with us. And I went, oh, that's cool. And he goes, she's going to make her famous cornbread. I went, oh, nice. I'm like, I like cornbread. And he goes, oh, but Fears. He goes, cornbread is one thing. He goes, I'm going to dump my homemade chili over the cornbread. And he goes, and then when you mix it together, he goes, oh, it's so good, Fears. I said, I've never had chili and cornbread mixed together. And he goes, oh, it's good. It's good. I might listen. I said, I love food. I said, I'll try it. So she comes, and I met my scout leader's wife, and she's very nice. I don't remember her name, but she was very nice. And she had all the kids. She goes, I'm going to make 2 big, massive things of cornbread. She goes, I want everyone to taste it first. So I tasted it. I was like, wow, this is really good. And she was, oh, thanks, John. And I was like, no, this is really good. And then I sampled my scout leader's homemade chili visions. This was probably the best chili I've ever had in my life. It was so good. And I wish I could eat it now, because that's how good the chili was. And I looked at him, I was like, this is damn good. And then he was like, oh, he's like, Fierce. He goes, it's a recipe handed down from like my dad. And I said, your dad was a hell of a cook, man. I said, oh my God. I said, this chili is amazing. So if you guys like chili, put a one in the chat. Vision's already said, he said, chili and cornbread. Mwah. You're damn right, Visions. I haven't had chili and cornbread since this story. But oh God, I would love it. I would love it again. But if Fierce had that, you wouldn't want to be around me for like the next 2 or 3 hours, because it would be the Fardomatic 9000, because there's beans in chili. So anyway, so she brings over the cornbread, right, Larry? And then he's got this big black metal like cooking pot. And the chili, you can smell the chili. It is one of the best smells I've ever smelt, Visions. I'm telling you, that's how good this chili was. I'm not over dramatizing the story. It was that fucking good. So then he takes it and pours it over the bread, and then he goes, "We're gonna." And then I remember they put it. You know those little styrofoam cups, for coffee. Have you guys ever seen like the big styrofoam cups? They're like that big around. You guys know what I'm talking about? Those big styrofoam cups. I don't know why they didn't just put it on a plate, but for some reason he said, "I'm gonna put them in these big styrofoam cups." So she just like took a knife, sliced it, and then she goes, "How much cornbread do you want, John? How much chili?" I said, "Layer it on." I said, "I've never had cornbread and chili." I said, "I've had chili separate and I've had cornbread separate," but I said, "I don't care." I said, "Put in a good sized chunk of chili, put in a good sized chunk of cornbread," right? So she goes, "Oh, okay." So she like put in some cornbread and then just dumped the chili over it. I sit by the campfire and I'm going to town. I'm like, "Oh my God, this is so fucking good." My friend sits right by me. He's like, "Hey, Fears, what do you think?" I'm like, "This is amazing." So as soon as I ate it, I went up for seconds. And he went, "Damn, Fears." He goes, "You're finished already?" I went, "That was amazing." I said, "That was good." And he's like, "Do you want some more?" I was like, "Oh, heck yeah." I said, "This chili was amazing." So I get a second helping. Best chili I've ever had in my life. I'd say if I had to pick a second favorite chili, my mom's chili is pretty good. My mom's chili is pretty good. But I haven't had my mom's chili or that other chili from Boy Scout camp in quite a long time. But those are my two favorite chilies. But I knew you would love that story, Larry, because I know a lot of people, a lot of fans. You guys are foodies. I'm a big foodie too. Sometimes a little bit too much. Fears has been trying to lose weight. I've been working out more. I have. I've lost a decent amount of weight. I just need to lose a little bit more weight. All right, time for the third story. But before I do the third story, let me catch up with the chat because I don't want you guys thinking I'm not reading your guys' comments. All right, Larry says, "LOL, solid tips." I think Tiger. Oh no, I already read that one. Tiger's tip is to stay off of the perks. Fears, we should do a cooking stream and call it Cooking with Fears. We should, Richie. Whenever we hang out, buddy, at some point in our lives, we should. Richie says, "Hi, Fears. How's it going?" Pretty good, Richie. Richie, I know you've been monetized for quite a long time, but this has been the best night for monetization for Fears. I didn't just get one super chat, Richie. I didn't just get two. Fears has got three so far. Two from Just a Mom and one from Lord Timmy. Lord Timmy. And Richie, the Grand Master, the mystery of disaster, the host with the most, Lord Timmy made an appearance. She's quite mysterious. She's sexy, she's dashing, she's daring. She's like Carmen Sandiego meets that fucking hilarious guy out of Unsolved Mysteries wearing the trench coat. She's always like, covering her eye with her purple trench coat, with her purple hat. And she's doing whatever she does for a living in Australia with her sexy ways. She is Lord Timmy. So there it is. But I'm doing great, Richie. I wasn't feeling great like 2 or 3 days ago. I was sicker than a dog. Puking my brains out. I don't mean to gross anyone out. I was shitting my brains out. It was bad. It was quite bad. But I'm feeling a lot better. Finally went to work. Let's see. Can you please tell a small part of the Speedo dance scene laughing while typing this? Oh, Larry. I mean, I've already told that story. I'm trying to tell new Fear stories. But listen, I'll make you a deal. The next time I'm on, Larry, because that trip, like when I did that dance and stuff on that trip, there was many more adventures than just that, Larry. Because that was at the peak of like when Jackass was on, and me and my buddy Eric and Tommy and Trent, all those guys were doing whatever we could to get the best footage. I'm telling you, when Eric allows me to upload that Jackass footage, it's gonna take Fears Man and Fears Vlogs to a whole other height. Pretty much, he gave me the A-OK. I need to find the tapes. Eric said, "Fears," he goes, "I don't mind if you put up any footage of just you." He said, he goes, I don't want any footage of me on your YouTube channel. And he goes, "It has nothing to do with you." He goes, I just live a private life. I said, I understand, Eric. So it's going to be hard to edit Eric out, but I'll do what I can. But I have to first find the tapes, and then, because they're back in Missouri somewhere in a box. And then it's going to take me a while, Larry, to transfer all those tapes into digital format. And then I said, Eric, what about your voice? And he goes, Fears, if my voice is on camera, that's fine. He goes, I just don't want my face. I went, all right, fair enough. So I'm going to have to find just bits of me and all my other friends. Because I don't think my other friends mind. I think it's just Eric doesn't want to be on there because he's kind of a shy guy. And he said, well, we just filmed all that when we were kids, Fears. You know, not really kids. We were in high school and college. But hopefully I can edit around him. Or I'm going to have to. And then I'll try and put up as much of that jackass footage as I possibly can. Because, well, we did a lot of crazy stuff. It was nuts. But yeah. But I'll make you that deal, Larry. Because I've already told that story. I want to tell more stories. There's a lot more crazy stories that Fears has. I've only hit the tip of the iceberg, Larry. I was crazy back in the day. Nuts. Fears has calmed down a lot. I mean, I still have a lot of energy, because of my ADD, but I try to use that energy for, good and put it all into my videos and my passions and all that. But you have no idea. Visions, when I come to visit, I'm bringing the Idiots movie. Visions, you'll see it. That's just a portion of the crazy shit we did. Because there was 2 movies we made. We called the first Jackass movie The Idiots. And then the second one, Eric Loves Wild Boys. And he was like, well, obviously, Fears, we can't call it that. So we called the second one Wild Dudes. So yeah. That one I still need to edit. But Eric said, I want to edit that one with you, Fears. So at some point, me and Eric are going to edit that one together. Because me and Tommy and Eric and Trent, we edited all together, all 4 of us, the Idiots movie. And sadly, Trent only has a couple of scenes in... Trent's one of the most wildest ones, Larry. And Trent's only in the Idiots movie, I think 2 or 3 scenes because he was working a lot. And every time we went out, he had to work. So a few nights, he was like, Fears, I got to get in it at least once. And I was like, Trent, you're one of our best friends. You got to get in it more than one scene. He's like, well, I work a lot, Fears. And I was like, no, I get it. I'm not saying don't work. I'm not dogging you for making money. But I said, you got to be in it more than one scene. So he's like, I'll get in there as much as I can. So Trent made it in the first movie 2 or 3 times at least. So Visions, you'll see it. Visions will be the first one to see the Idiots movie in all of its glory. So yeah. Oh yeah. It's going to be great. So Visions should be the most excited because he's going to see my demo reel. He's going to see the unedited version of Fears Man making his television debut, flying through the air, getting an interview, then the Idiots video. So yeah. And then the very first movie I ever made, which, Visions, I hope you don't mind, the very first movie I ever made and put it on and I burnt it to a disc, was that church camp video. So you got to watch that one. Because that was the first debut, Fears' directing debut. Because I shared the directing and filming with the owner of the class. He said, Fears, he said, since you're a counselor in training, I wasn't even a full counselor yet. Once I got this done, then I was a full counselor. I did 2 camps. One was in Illinois and one was in Missouri. Because our church has, back in Missouri, we have so many kids and so many teenagers in our church in Missouri that they had to break up the camp and say, well, we're going to do one camp in Illinois. Illinois. The dude would get really mad if I said Illinois. Illinois. We did one out there in the middle of nowhere, and then we did one in Missouri. So, yeah. So I went out there and did that one first, and then they approved and said, hey, you were a good counselor in training, Fears. And they called it CIT, counselor in training. And I went, great. And he said, all you got to do is do the other camp for 2 weeks in Missouri, and then you'll be a full-blown counselor. So I was like, sweet. So I got a counselor certificate, and you have to have a license to be a counselor. So I got all that, and I can be a counselor whenever I'm trying to do it more because I like to give back to the kids because I have so many good memories of church camp. I was like, well, I want the kids to have a good time too, you know? That's why I did it last year. And the kids loved my movie class so much. They're like, Fears, you got to do it next year. And I was like, I don't know. I'm like, Fears is trying to find a better job. I said, I'm trying to find a Mrs. Fears. So I said, once I get a few things done, then I'll be back. But they were sad that I didn't do it this year. I was like, don't worry. The movie class will be back. So yeah. All right, let's see. Where did I leave off? Vision said chili and cornbread. Yep. Oh, yeah, it's good. Oh, man, chili and cornbread is the fucking best. It may be worth it, Visions, whenever I come. Maybe I'll sleep outside one day. You know, like we could make chili and cornbread, you know, whenever I come, Visions, and then Fears will just sleep outside because I wouldn't want to affect your guest room, you know, in your home because it's your home and it's Mrs. Vision's home. And pretty much, if I had chili and cornbread, I would be farting up a storm. And you guys would be gagging on it. It would be bad. So if we do that, I'll just sleep outside, buddy. I'll sleep outside on your porch, you know, in a sleeping bag. Because I'll be farting up a storm if we do that. So maybe it's not a good idea. But, man, I haven't had chili and cornbread in a while. But I love it. I love it. Oh, man. D-Man says he loves chili. Well, who doesn't love chili? Chili's fucking great. Chili's amazing. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Listen, Larry, I would have Visions on, but for two reasons. One, what Visions said. He says, I could, but usually don't want to, Larry. Visions gets shy sometimes. But listen, Larry, even when Visions does come on, it's always a blast, you know? Visions is like that mysterious guy, my buddy. When he does come on, we always have a blast. But if you have someone on too much, not that anyone would get tired of Visions, because I don't get tired of Visions. You guys don't get tired of Visions. But I don't force anyone to do anything. I'm like, either Visions wants to come on, or he doesn't want to come on. But he couldn't come on anyway, Larry, because I'm on OBS. But if I did it on the other one, he'd be more than welcome. Visions is always welcome to come on whenever. But I'm not going to force someone. If they don't want to come on, they don't want to come on, you know? But Visions, you're always welcome to come on anytime you want. Like, if you wanted to come on, I would stop this stream. I would get on the other streaming format, and I'd throw you the link. I would. So, yeah. Let's see. What's the most views you've had in a live? You've had 21 tonight. I know. At one point, I had 21 viewers. I'd say the most ever. One time, I got so mad at the trolls, Larry. I did this kind of like fuck you goodbye stream. I recently took it down. Or I didn't recently, but I took it down ages ago. Where I was like, you win, trolls. Fuck you. I'm done. No more streams. I'm just going to focus on videos. Fuck you guys. Like, I'm out of here, you know. And I think I had like 30 viewers at one time. It was around that. It was around 25, 30 viewers. That's the biggest stream I've ever had ever in my life. Ever. So, yeah. But it was for a negative reason, you know. And some people were like, oh, good, Fears. Yeah, we don't like you. Yeah, get out of here. And other people are like, no, Fears, like, we love your streams. No. You gotta stay. And then after I deleted it, I was like, you know what? Fuck them. I'm like, I'm going to stream whenever I want. I'm like, it's not their channel. It's my channel. And that's when I started, like, the block war way back when. I was like, oh, God, like, in one stream, Just a Mom, you remember. You were there, you know. I'd be like, oh, what? You said that? You're gone. It was all the way down the page. Now I've learned to take a joke, but I still block people, but only for certain reasons. Like, if I know they're starting shit, you can tell who a loyal fan is and a troublemaker. If they come in and they're cursing, going ballistic, and they're making fun of my other fans, they're making fun of my family or my friends, I'm like, yeah, fuck you. I don't have time for this crap. Bam, you're gone. You know, or if they say something, you know, horrific, or, you know, I can tell who's being a troll and who's being a good fan. It doesn't take much. I'll read it and go, oh, yeah, he's starting to come back. Quentin's an idiot because every time he comes in, it's Quentin 95 or Quentin 10 because he's made so many channels. I'm like, if you really wanted to be sneaky, why do you call yourself Quentin every single time? Because the minute I see Quentin's name pop up, I'm like, yeah, you're an idiot. Bye, you're gone. Because he never likes to keep the peace. He always, I'm just using him as an example. He always comes in as Quentin this or Quentin that, and then I don't even let him talk. I block him immediately. So yeah. Vision says you can sleep with a dirty lawnmower hobo. Oh no, I'll sleep on your porch, Visions, because it's cool that you guys. It's cool that you and Miss Visions give him like $25 to cut your grass, but I definitely would not sleep near him. I'm just saying. I'm not making fun of him, Visions, but I'll sleep on your porch. If I have some chili. But yeah. I don't want to invade his personal space. No, I'm good, buddy. I'm good. Eat some chili and then go see the Barbie movie. Oh God, everyone would be walking out of that theater with like clothes hangers on their nose. Triple. It would be bad. I'm just warning you guys. It would be bad. Now you guys know why Fears has not had chili for so long. The farts would be constant. It would be. I would never put anyone through that. It's bad enough that I have to live with it. All right, Larry, time for story number 3. This is another Boy Scout one, and it's a really cool story because my dad's in the story, and I was so proud of me and my dad. So if you're ever in Boy Scouts, they have this thing called the Pinewood Derby races. I think you guys know what it is. You take a block of wood, and you can do whatever you want with it, as long as you obeyed by the rules. And the rules are you have to put in a certain amount of weight. I don't remember how much weight. They give you these little thin metal bars, and you have to put it somewhere in the wood. And they said you can chisel the wood down, and basically it's a car that you make out of a block of wood, and in the middle of the wood you have to glue in some like 3 pieces of metal to weigh it down. Because if you don't put the metal in it, then it would fly off the track, because wood is quite light. And then you have 4 little plastic wheels that you attach to the wood, and it's basically like a little toy car that you start at the top of the track, and it starts at an incline. Oh, I'm sorry, it starts like this, and they have a little board in front, and then they remove the board, and then the cars go down a slope, and it goes like this. So it goes like this, and then it goes forward, and whoever goes across the track the fastest is the first place. And my dad and me always got first place except for one time. So out of my entire Boy Scout career, I always won first place. I have dozens. I'll have to take them out of storage one day and show you guys. I have dozens and dozens and dozens of like Pinewood Derby car race trophies that say first place awarded to John Fears. And then there's 1 second place. And then I have tons of baseball trophies because I won tons of baseball trophies because I played baseball as a kid. Lots of baseball, actually. So, yeah. But one time, I said, Dad, I want to go all out. All out. And I said, because each time, you got points on creativity, how the car looks, how fast the car is. So me and my dad had to take into consideration, Larry, the look of the car, the paint. I mean, you got graded on everything. So someone would be like, best painted Pinewood Derby car goes to this person. Best look of the car goes to this person. So I won first place at all those every single year because me and my dad put in so much detail. So my dad would put the block of wood like in the thing. We'd chisel it down. My dad's like, well, do you want it big, Fears? Do you want it thin? And my dad said, I would go thin because, it's the less amount of wood on it, the faster it'll go. So my dad was like really smart about this. He's like, we should make it as thin as possible, Fears, and don't put much decals on it. I mean, don't put much, because they said you can pretty much glue on whatever you want. So I always told my dad, I said, Dad, I always want a Lego person sitting, holding onto the steering wheel. So we would glue in one of those Lego steering wheels, and I'd have the Lego guy with his Lego hands have his hands on the Lego steering wheel, and my dad would rip off the legs and just glue his waist, in the little driver's seat, and no one else would do that. And I was like, well, if you have a car, you have to have a driver, and no one else thought of that. And then years following, Larry, people started like copying what me and my dad did. But for the first couple of years, no one would put a driver in their car. So we always won creativity. Then we had to get even more creative. And I'd say my last year, I was the most creative one. It was so detailed. And I thought all these extra pieces would like weigh the car down and it wouldn't be as fast, but it didn't matter. I found this old 1950s like toy car, and I said, Dad, it's got these pipes coming off the side. And my dad's like, oh God, those old-fashioned pipes would be so killer, John, on each side of the car. And I said, but wouldn't that weigh the car down, Dad? And he's like, a little bit, but he goes, if we and that was the year that we got second place because it weighed the car down a tiny bit, but we got best design. But since it was my last year of doing the Pinewood Derby races, I said, Dad, I want this one to be the most detailed one. And he said, I got to admit, he goes, you found that old-fashioned, like, 1950s, like, roadster car. He goes, all I have to do is just weld off. He goes, I'll just take a welder and I'll weld off the pipes off that toy car and put them on. So, and I wish I could show. One day I'll show you guys in a vlog or in a stream all my Pinewood Derby cars. They're back in Missouri. One day I'll show it to you guys. I remember we painted the car red, and I think it's got a number 1 because we had to have certain stickers. Like the Boy Scout leaders would give us certain stickers that we had to put on the car. Like there was a little tiny sticker that said Boy Scouts of America. We had to put that somewhere on there because we were in Boy Scouts. Then another one. Then another one was they always would give us a number. I don't know why, but they would be like, probably because they would put them on the track. And so I always got either number 1 or number 2. And they said, you have to put this number, this sticker of a number somewhere on the car. So I put the number 1 on there, which was funny because we got second place. And I know it was red. And then my dad painted the wheels. So I think they were red too. But man, it came out awesome, Larry. It was this amazing, like Pinewood Derby, like roadster, like kind of like a hot rod. And I got best design because the pipes these pipes that my dad put on the side of the car, and we found this engine on this toy car too. They looked amazing. And then me and my dad took so much time. We repainted because some of the toy car parts, they had scratches on them, and so the painted scratch after my dad welded them off. We repainted the pipes to be like gray, and then we painted the engine like white and black because most engines are black with like white, speckles in there. So I mean, we had so much detail. The only reason why we didn't get first place is because those pipes were long, and they kind of weighed the car down. You have to have it light, and for it to fly across. But I got best design, but that's probably my favorite car. Even though I didn't get second place because I was like, oh, I don't care. I've gotten first place every single time. I said, Dad, since this is my last one, I want it to be the most detailed. I said, not that we didn't put effort into all the others, Dad. I said we did, and all the other ones are amazing. But I said, since this is my last one, I want to go nuts with the design. I want it to be the best design, the best car looking. I said, I want everything to be crystal clear, amazing. And my dad's like, we can do that. So my dad's like, start going to toy stores and finding like, he goes, I think it was my dad's idea to do like a 1950s, 1940s like hot rod. He goes, find some pipes. And I said, Dad, that's a great idea. I said, I love all those old-fashioned cars. I would love to drive some of those cars, like in a vlog. Like when me and Sam went to that car museum, Larry, I was in heaven. My brother, the difference between me and my brother is I like to drive cars. My brother likes to be a mechanic and like build cars. Like one weekend, he went. I came home from the gym in Missouri, and I looked at my brother. I'm like, "What are you doing?" Because there was car parts everywhere, all over the garage. And he goes, "Oh, I took apart my car." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm fixing a few parts." He goes, I'll have it back together Monday morning." I said, "The entire car?" He goes, "Yeah." He took apart the entire car, and by Monday or Tuesday, he had it back together. I was like, I could never do that, nor would ever do that. To me, that's boring. But that's what's different between me and my brother. My brother loves everything about cars. He loves to drive cars, take apart cars, fix cars. I just like to drive cars. I love taking road trips, driving my car, driving the Fears Mobile. I could spend an entire day in my car just driving. I love driving. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So to end this story, Larry, we got second place, but even though we got second place, I won every other one first place. Like even like when we got second place that year, I looked at my dad and said, "Oh, my dad was kind of bummed." He goes, "Oh well." He goes, "We got first place in every other category." I said, "Dad, I don't even care that I got second place." And he's like, "Oh, you're not disappointed?" I said, "No." I said, "We won best design. Ours looks the best." I said, "Dad, I've gotten first place every other year. Who cares?" My dad's like, I can't remember exactly what he said, Larry, but he said like, "We did put a lot of effort into the design." I said, "Dad," I said, "if I wouldn't have found that 1950s toy car with that massive engine and those massive long pipes hanging off the side, we wouldn't have won best design." And my dad was like, "You think?" I said, "We wouldn't have." So we owe it a lot for me. I remember I went to like Toys R Us or I went to Goodwill and I just found this like 1950s toy car that was like a roadster or like a hot rod, Larry. And my dad's like, I can just weld off these pieces and weld them onto your Pinewood Derby car. And he goes, "But we'll make it flawless. We'll make it look like it's part of the car, John, and we'll make it look like I didn't even weld them off a toy." And I was like, "Sweet, Dad." So we put so much effort into that Pinewood Derby car. Anyway, those are the three childhood stories, but I got a million more, so we'll do some more stories on another stream. All right, here we go. Let me catch up with the comments. Vision says, "What's funny is he came back later that night. He was gone for a while, and then he ransacked the place." Oh, wow. Wait. I didn't know what you were on about. I should have read Larry's first. Larry said, "I thought the cops busted up the hobo. Is he back, Visions?" And he said, "What's funny is he came back later that night. He was gone for a while, and then he ransacked the place." Oh, Lord. Well, my question is, Visions, why did the cops beat the shit out of him in the first place? He's not doing anything wrong. He's just chilling, you know. You said there's an alleyway, Visions, and you said he chills out with his tent and his sleeping bag in the alleyway. He's not bothering anybody. So why the fuck did they beat the shit out of him in the first place? Like, leave that guy alone. He's got enough problems to deal with. He's homeless. He's a hobo. He's only getting $20 here and there, you know, from Lord Visions. Leave the fucking poor guy alone. Leave him alone, you know? And then all of a sudden the cops are like, "No, Fears, we feel like beating the shit out of him." Why? He's not bothering anyone. Leave the poor guy alone, you know? That's just my thoughts on it, Visions. I'm sure Visions thinks the same way. Like, why the fuck would the cops beat him up, you know? That doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Vision says, "Those were fun. For pipes, we had 4 nails and bent at the bottom." Oh, so Visions, I didn't know this. So you were in Boy Scouts too. So you did the same thing. So you know exactly what I'm talking about, Visions. Those Pinewood Derby cars. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that you were in Boy Scouts too, Visions. Nice. It'd be cool if you like to fix cars. Your car seems to break down every few months. Actually, no, Visions. Well, I mean, they have. I'm just saying, mine doesn't do too bad. What breaks down, because so far since I've lived down here, Visions, the air conditioning is crapped out twice. That makes sense, though, because it's so hot, and I use the AC every single day. My AC broke down 3 times when I was in film school in Arizona, because in Arizona, it's a lot more hotter down there than it is down in Florida. But for the most part, my car does pretty good. I think the engines only broke down once, and then the ACs broke down twice in 6 years. So they just fixed the AC, and then my car battery. So I've had to buy 2 batteries so far since I've lived here 6 years, Visions. So it really wasn't the engine breaking down. Car batteries eventually die, So I think, let's see, when did the first time the car battery break down? Because they only last for like 3 or 4 years. Because my brother, I called my brother recently and told him, and he said, "Did you buy a new battery, Fears?" Because I always go to my brother and my dad for all the car stuff because I'm not a real tech guy, on car stuff. And my brother's like, "Oh," he's like, "Fears." My brother said right away, "Vision." He goes, "Fears, that's not your engine." I said, "Yeah, I know." I said, "It's the battery." He goes, "When was the last time you bought a battery?" I said, "I think like," I said, I didn't get my battery changed out before I moved down to Florida. And my brother was like, "Oh, you should have." I said, "Yeah." So to answer my brother's question, I said the first time it broke down was like back in 2019, 2020, like right before COVID happened. And he went, "Yeah." He goes, "That seems right." Because you and Dad should have changed the battery out before you moved down there. I said, "Well," "it was fine, working when me, my mom, and my dad drove my car down here." And my brother was like, "Yeah, I got you." He goes, "I just wish you guys would have let me change it out." I said, "Oh," "don't worry about it." And then he's like, "Well, when?" He goes, "Is this next time?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Then this next time recently was the second time." So my brother was like, "Oh, so really your battery lasted for like 3 or 4 years?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Now I won't have to change my battery out for another 3 or 4 years. So probably in like 3 years, 4 years, I'll probably have to get a new battery." So it hasn't broke down that much, Visions. Not that much. Hey, Frank, what's up? So yeah. So it's not that bad. I really wait. Frank says, I heard you really enjoy Tom Pearl videos. Me or Visions? I don't know who Tom Pearl is. You're probably talking to Visions. Anyway, Larry, I hope you and others enjoyed those stories. Fears has got a lot more childhood stories. I've got a lot more Fear stories to come. So I've only hit the tip of the iceberg. But I thought you guys would enjoy those. I was like, what type? I said, all right. I said, I talked about some crazy friend stories last time. I'm like, what stories could I talk about this time? I thought, oh, I'll do some childhood stories this time. So I'm going to jump back and forth, throughout the Fears years. I've got a million stories. All right. Well, it's 10 o'clock. I think I'm going to take off. But to end, so I'll save the 2 other topics for another day. Because the Fears is getting tired. I haven't had any dinner yet. I need to take a shower. But man, oh man, has it been a good stream. It's been a pretty good stream. But anyway, I'm taking off. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for the 3 likes. And thank you so much to all my fans for doing not 1 donation, not 2 donations, but 3 donations, 3 super chats tonight. I think that's the best I've ever done. So big shout out to Lord Timmy MC and big shout out to Just a Mom for giving me, because Just a Mom did 2 donations. You guys are quite generous. I appreciate you. You didn't even have to donate, but I appreciate it anytime a fan does donate. That means the world to me. You guys are great. I have the best fan in the world. I love you guys. I care about you guys. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Tom Peril videos are hidden gems, hidden nuggets, if you will. I think I've looked this guy up before, right? Visions, I think you told me to look this guy up, and I did not approve. I think. Let me look. I think I've looked this guy up. I think this guy did some disgusting stuff that Fears did not approve of. And let me just make sure. I could be thinking of somebody else. I remember someone told me to look this guy up on TikTok, and I did not approve. He did a bunch of, yep, this is the guy. Yeah, I already looked this guy up, and this guy I did not approve of. This guy is fucking disgusting. Like I looked him up, and he was like drinking his own piss and eating his own shit and doing crazy stuff. I did not approve. So Fears blocked him on TikTok, and I will not be watching. Because I just Googled his name, and all of his videos popped up. So I've looked this up before. So yeah. No offense, Visions. I don't think, to me, they're not hidden gems. Timmy MC doing another super chat. Wow, nice. He says, John Fears about to go shower to some Kylie Myers. That's right. Some Kylie Myers and some Yummy Dillion. That's right. Only in Fears' wildest dreams, Timmy, I wish I could have some Yummy Dillion and some Kylie Myers in the shower with Fears. That'll never happen in a million quadrillion years, but do I wish? Do I wish it would happen? Oh, hell yeah. But shout out to Timmy for doing a last-minute super chat donation. Right on, Timmy. I really appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Very nice of you. Yes, nugget-based content. Well, in that aspect, Visions, yeah, turd nuggets, turd nuggets. So in that aspect, I guess it would be a nugget-based content, But does Fears want to watch that stuff? No, it was disgusting, man. And the guy was... No offense, Visions, to what you and other people watch, but I just couldn't sit through it. I was like, this guy is all over the place. He's like sitting there. It looked like he was naked, sitting on the floor, and he's just filling this jar up with this. It looked like piss, this yellow substance. Well, I was like, well, there's only a couple of substances that is yellow. So I was like, if this guy is drinking his own piss, I'm like, fuck that noise. I'm out of here, And I couldn't tell if it was shit or not, but I was like, I don't want to wait and find. The guy was just fucking creepy. The guy was all over the fucking place. Not my cup of tea, Visions. No offense, buddy. I mean, I know we're friends, Visions. I love you like a brother. I will always love you like a brother, buddy, but I just couldn't sit through it. I was like, this guy is fucking weird, man. So, yeah. So, Frank, I won't be looking Tom Pearl up anymore anytime soon. But I had forgotten what his name was, so when I Googled him this time, the minute I saw his face, it popped into my mind. I'm like, oh yeah, I've looked this guy up before. I won't look him up anymore. This is disgusting. I remember this guy. No more. Vision says LOL. Yes, Visions, LOL. Because the minute I saw it again, I was like, ah! I wouldn't want to sit through that. I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. But anyway, it's been a great stream, guys, as always. A lot of fun hanging out with the fans. Let's see. What else? Before I go, what else is going on? I don't think... Is there any conventions coming up? Let me see. I don't think there's... Oh, wait. I think there's a convention coming up. Hang on. Give me 1 second. Let me grab the schedule. Is there one? I always forget. Thank God I got the schedule right here. Okay. So not for a while, because it's not even September yet. Tomorrow it'll be September. So the next convention, I just want to let you guys know, the next convention coming up is September 16th. That's the Star Wars / G.I. Joe convention. So Jeff's kind of switching it up a little bit, because the last Star Wars convention, it was just solely a Star Wars convention. But I like G.I. Joes. They're all right. I used to play with them as a kid, but I'm more into Star Wars. So, but Jeff's kind of doing a duel. So the next one, it's in Orlando. So he's switching up the where the event is, because last Star Wars convention last year, I believe it was in Kissimmee. It was either Kissimmee or Tampa. I can't remember, but this time it's in Orlando, September 16th. Star Wars / G.I. Joe convention. Be sure to go to Florida Toy Shows and Expos on Facebook. Jeff doesn't have a normal Facebook. He just has a business Facebook. Kind of like Visions. Or, I don't know. Visions, you may have a personal Facebook. I have no idea. Whenever I meet you, if you do, because I don't know Visions' name yet, but when I do, buddy, I'll follow you on Facebook on your normal. I can't wait to find out Vision's actual name. Visions, I know what it's going to happen. Vision's going to come up to me and goes, Fierce, listen. He goes, just call me Visions, because like you, Fierce, your first name, John, it's kind of boring. I mean, I'm honored to be John, because I'm John, my dad was John, my grandfather's John. If I ever have a son, I'll probably keep up the family legacy and call my son John. If I have a son. If I get daughters, then that's fine. I'll just look at my wife and be like, well, I thought I was having a son. I have all daughters. Go for it, babe. You can name them whatever you want. So there it is. But I guarantee you Vision's going to be like, Fierce, listen, my name is Brad, Or it'll be like something mundane, right, Visions? It'll be like something like not as epic as Visions, because Visions, that name is actually really cool. Like Exhumed Visions for your business, pretty fucking awesome, buddy. So whenever you named your YouTube channel that, Visions, and your business, I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, that's a pretty cool name for a fucking business. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so, but everyone's names, it's going to be kind of mundane. And Visions, I guarantee it's going to happen like how you said. Like when you met Gothic King Cobra, you said, hey, Fears, like, I had a hard time, like, naming him his real name. I kept going back and saying, hey, Cobra this, hey, Cobra that. I guarantee you when I meet you, Visions, it's going to be the same way. I'll be like, hey, such and such. Like, I'll say your actual name. And then throughout the trip, I'll probably pop in a Visions here and a Vision there. And then when we're on camera together, I'll make sure to call you nothing but Visions because you don't want your real name out there. So whenever we do film together for the vlog, it'll be Visions, this Vision, but off camera, I'll be like, hey, such and such. And then finally, I'll meet Mrs. Vision because I don't know what to call her because Visions, I know you're not married to her. I know you just go out with her. That's your girl, that's your girlfriend. But I don't know what else to call her, you know, because I'm like, well, I don't know Vision's girlfriend's name, you know. So it'll be finally glad that I can call her name such and such because she watches too. Visions and his girlfriend watch together sometimes. Sometimes when Visions is making his merch, you know, he's in the Lord Visions lair, which is in the garage, I believe, and you're working away, you know, because you have that screen. It's mounted to the wall, right, Visions, or something like that. Again, Timmy with another $2. Wow, Timmy. Oh, Lord. He says, Bung Chung Nung Nung Fears with the rockin' 15 inches. Well, Timmy, listen, I greatly appreciate that. Ladies out there, ladies have never complained. But ladies out there, I want to be honest because I'm not, I try not to lie anymore. It's definitely not 15 inches. Timmy is being generous. But it's pretty long. No ladies have complained, but it's definitely not 15 inches. But it's pretty big. So ladies, if you ever date John Fears, you'll be satisfied. It's definitely not 15 inches though, but it's rocking. Ladies, you will not be disappointed when you meet Fears and meet, well, you know, there it is. All right. But it's definitely not, I can't lie to my fans, and I cannot lie to the ladies out there. It's definitely not 15 inches, but it's pretty big. Listen, ladies, you will be satisfied. Cheers to that. But, oh my gosh, big shout out to Timmy MC. Timmy is done, let's see, 1, 2, Timmy's done 3 super chats, and then Just a Mom is done 2. So 5 super chats in 1 stream. This has been the best stream. Oh my Lord. Well, thanks so much to Timmy. Timmy, you've been a long-time fan. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Your mysterious women ways in Australia. Timmy, I want to know, where did you get that purple hat? Where did you get that purple trench coat? And if you guys have been a big-time Fears fan, you know that Timmy has always made a cameo, and will always have a cameo in the Fears Man cartoons. Every once in a while, Randall will put him in somewhere in the background of a cameo man one, but it's up to Randall, Timmy. Like, Randall likes to, every once in a while, maybe Timmy will be in there, but I'm like, no, Randall. In every Fears Man episode, Timmy must be in there. Sometimes we, on purpose, hide Timmy. Sometimes in a Fears Man, we'll just put Timmy right there so everybody can see it, but like in episode 4, you can't really see Timmy, but Timmy's in there. You have to look for Timmy, but Timmy's in there. Timmy's made a cameo in every single one. And will always, as long as Fears is alive, Timmy will be alive in the Fears Man cartoon. Shh. That's right. That's right. Anyway. But it's been a good stream. I kind of don't want to go to work tonight, and I want to keep on streaming, but I must make some money, so I have to go to work tonight. But I've had such a fun time on the stream. Why can't all streams be like this? For the most part, we have a good time, you know? Every once in a while, someone comes in and tries to ruin it, but I get rid of those guys lickety-split. Well, to end this, I just want to do 3 more updates, and then I'm out of here, because I've got to get something to eat, and I need to take a shower. And I'm going to try to edit something before I go into work tonight. I don't know if tonight's going to be a busy night. Well, I mean, last night I wasn't too busy. Visions. 35. I mean, I can do 35,000 in my sleep. Oh, my Lord. Timmy again. Oh, my Lord. Timmy with another donation. Wow. 4 donations for Timmy. Oh, my Lord. Timmy, I can't thank you enough. You are quite generous. With your sexy Australian ways, Timmy. Oh, my Lord. Visions, can you believe this? I can't believe it. There it is. There it is. Well, when LC's probably watching, but if he doesn't watch, LC, I can't wait to tell you about this. I never thought, I'll be honest, I'm not even lying to you guys, because I try to be open and honest with you. I never thought in a million years I would hit a monetization on both channels or even one channel. But the next goal is to get FearsMan26 monetized. So we'll see. I don't know how long it'll take me because it took me forever to get monetized on this channel. But yeah. I don't know if that's true, Timmy, so that's why I didn't read it. So I'm not going to read the first part, but I'll read the last part. Yeah, dude. Shout out to Randall. Because I don't know if Randall actually likes that, so I'm not going to insult my friend because I don't know. But anyway, Randall did call me the other night on Facebook. He's doing good. I don't know how. I don't since the hurricane it didn't really. Well, it hit a little bit in Daytona, but Randall said just to stay safe, Fears, I'm going to stay with my mom in a hotel. And they drove quite a while away. So I don't know, actually, I don't know if they left the state, but Randall said, Fears, because he didn't even tell me what hotel. I wouldn't have told you guys anyway, because I wouldn't want the trolls, like, calling Randall's hotel 500,000 times. But he said, Fears, we're driving somewhere ages away, and we're going to be in a hotel. And I said, are you going to stay there just for a night or two? And he goes, we're going to stay until it's absolutely gone. So I don't know if Randall will be back this weekend, or if Randall's going to be back next week. So, yeah. Might as well skip work if Timmy is paying you this much to stream. I know, right? Right, Visions? No, I got to go in tonight. I got to go in. Because I'll be... Oh, my Lord. Oh, my God. Timmy again. So that is 5. 5 donations from Timmy. Wow, Timmy, you are generous. Oh, my Lord. Timmy says, John Fears, is this a 24-hour stream? You know what, Timmy? I've never done a 24-hour stream. I know the fans have wanted me to do it for quite a long time. I don't know if I could actually do it, you know, because that would be a long stream. I think the longest stream I've ever done was well, I have to be honest. This was back in the day when we all thought Matt Man was normal. Clearly, we were wrong. But the longest one, I remember me, Pixel, Matt Man, and it was around Christmas time, like 8 years ago, 9 years ago. I mean, it was a while ago when we all thought Matt Man was normal. And I remember we did like an 8-hour stream. That's the longest I've ever streamed for. It was like anywhere between 6 and 8 hours. And I got tired after that, you know, because 1, I ran out of stuff to talk about. 2, I was like, I'm so dead tired. I'll be honest, Timmy, I'm not even lying to you or the fans. I don't know if I could make it through a 24-hour stream. I know Carrie's done it. I know for a fact Sega's done it. But I don't know if I could do it, you know, because after a while I'd be like, well, unless the fans give me some topics to talk about, unless I've got some topics to prepare for, because sometimes I don't even know what to say. That's why I always look up things to talk about, because I'm like, I don't know what else to talk about, you know? So, yeah. Fears, keep streaming. You're on fire, bro. It's peak time in here. I know, but man, I'm getting tired, dude. I'm getting tired. Oh, and all things must come to an end. I want to get a little nap in, you know, a little nappy time. Listen, I'm getting old, man. Fears needs his naps every once in a while. A little nap in before work. But I'll be honest, Vision, since we had such a low number at work last night, because when I came in last night, everybody welcomed me back, and they're like, Fears, do you feel better? And I was like, I do feel better. I said, Monday and Tuesday were fucking god-awful. I pretty much puked the entire day of Monday, rolling into Tuesday, and then I had every intention of going in Wednesday morning, but the fucking car battery died. And I was like, you have to be shitting me. So then I called my main boss, not even my head manager. I called the main boss, and he was like, Fierce, what is going on? And he goes, usually you're right on time. He goes, hell, usually you're early. Because my dad always taught me, if you're on time, you're late. My dad's like, if you're always early, John, he goes, then your manager won't bitch and complain. And I was like, that's actually smart, Dad. So I try to live by my dad's example. And I'm always there, if not 10 minutes early visions, around 15 minutes early. So then they always have, it's weird, at my job, they have a break room, but we never use it because once the belt starts, you can't leave because there's constant boxes flowing. I think they have that break room there for the managers because the managers, there's only 3 places in the whole factory where there's air conditioning. They have air conditioning in all the bathrooms, and then there's air conditioning in all the managers' offices because they have to sit there for hours at their computer doing their paperwork. I understand why they have air conditioning. I wish they would air condition the whole factory, but it's not bad. Some days it gets bad, but other days they have these, in all the factory, they have these massive industrial, huge-ass fans, and literally on the fan visions, there's a company called Big Ass Fans. I shit you not. If you go to bigassfans.com, they sell massive fans. And I looked up one day, and I couldn't tell the writing on it because it's so far up in the ceiling. And I asked my manager, I'm like, what's on that fan? I'm like, I'm just curious. He went, oh, Fears. He goes, it's from Big Ass Fans. And I'm like, that's the company name? So if you Google Big Ass Fans, it definitely exists. I could not believe it that some guy or some woman or whoever owns that company named their company Big Ass Fans Visions. But I think that's funny. I mean, that's pretty funny. I'm like, well, that's what they make. They make big ass fans, so why not call your business Big Ass Fans? So it gets hot in there. But when I got to work, they were like, Fears, I asked, I said, what did I miss? And he goes, oh, you didn't miss much, Fears. He goes, peak season start. He goes, and I'll be honest, Fears. He goes, Monday we didn't have much. Tuesday we didn't have much. And then Wednesday we didn't have much. And tonight we don't have much. I said, well, what did you guys have on Monday through Wednesday? He goes, Monday we had 34,000. Tuesday we had 36,000. And I was like, really? And he goes, yeah, Wednesday we had 32,000. He goes, and I said, well, how much do we have tonight? He goes, 35. He goes, Fears, you and everybody else in this factory can do that in your sleep. I said, we can do that in our sleep. The lower the number, that means the less amount of packages we have. Now, tonight, I don't know how much we'll have. Maybe we'll have a lot. Maybe we'll have another 36,000. I don't know. We'll have to see when I get there. So, yeah. Stream after you nap. We'll be back. Hit number 1. Well, I have to go into work tonight at 3:30. So, I want some time to myself. But anyway, I've got 3 updates and then I'm out of here. But I appreciate all the donations from Timmy and Just a Mom. So, yeah. Big shout out to all the fans, but big shouts out to Lord Timmy and Lord Just a Mom. Oh, I'm sorry. She can't be a lord. She's a Queen Just a Mom. That's right. Queen Just a Mom. Or Princess Just a Mom. And you guys know the rule. Once the coffee's done, Fears is out of here. And I've got a couple more sips left, so I'll try to stretch it out. All right. 3 big updates. First update, the next convention, if you want to go to this, it's September 16th. So it's in Orlando. Star Wars convention / G.I. Joe convention. If you want to hang out with Fears, that's the next convention. I'm not really big into G.I. Joes. I was as a kid. Well, actually, no, not as a kid. I only played with G.I. Joes because my buddy had a bunch, and it was weird visions. I was so much into Star Wars. And I remember I would go over to my buddy's house and be like, yeah, Fears, whatever. Like, Star Wars is cool. And I looked at him like I was like, what, you don't like Star Wars? He goes, Fears, I never said that. He goes, yeah, Star Wars, it's all right. It's just not my favorite. I went, well, what's your favorite? And he went, G.I. Joe's. And I remember I used to watch the cartoon and play with the toys, but I was like, yeah, G.I. Joe's, they're all right. And then my friend did the same reaction. He goes, Fears, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, G.I. Joes are great. I'm like, listen, they're great, but they're not as great as Ghostbusters and Ninja Turtles, so I'm like, don't even go there. And we would have this debate. So, Larry, you have to admit, come on. Every kid, well, not every kid, every male kid loves Ghostbusters and loves Ninja Turtles. Obviously, I've got female fans, so females, you can Barbie it up. You can Cabbage Patch, doll it up. What was the one? What was the bear? The female bear that would talk to you. You'd put like a little cassette tape in it and be like, "I'm your special friend. We're gonna read a story together." And she had like a little red like sweater jumper on or some shit like that. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. Oh, what it was to be an 80s and 90s kid. And every time I go to the convention, I see all this shit visions. I'm like, oh yeah, I played with that. Oh yeah, I didn't play with that, but I remember that. Who didn't play on a slip and slide when you were a kid? Come on. Out in the yard, you'd attach it to, your garden hose. You run, you slide, you hit the bump and take a dive. And the commercials were fucking great visions. Like, it was like something out of like a 1950s, 1960s commercial. Dad was in the background like grilling and shit. And he's like, "Hey, honey, you want a hot dog and a hamburger?" "No, dear, I'm making some lemonade." And then all of a sudden you'd see the kids run around the yard. They'd be like playing on the slip and slide. I didn't have this one, but my friend, Alligator Way, I think it was what it was called. It was a blue slip and slide. You'd run, you'd slip, you'd slide down the slip and slide. At the very end, you'd hit this bump. And they had this like oval-sized thing with a picture of an alligator with his mouth opened up like that. And you dive through his alligator mouth, and then you crashed into a pool. I never had that one, but my friend. I would go over to my friend's house, and we would play that one. But the commercial was hilarious. I should put that commercial somewhere in a vlog one day, because you guys have to see it. If you haven't seen it, it's fucking hilarious, All these kids and like dad grilling in the background, like, "Hey kids, you want a hamburger?" "No, Dad, we're busy playing, in the slip and slide, da 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 da." And it looked like something out of a movie, and I was like, this fucking commercial is hysterical, Anyway. Let's see. Fears, did you have My Buddy? He was cool. My Buddy. I don't know. My Buddy. He was a Cabbage Patch doll, right? No, I had a Cabbage Patch doll, and I couldn't pronounce his name when I was a kid. I had a Cabbage Patch doll, and his name was Lincoln Chad. And I got him when I was 4 or 5, and he was my buddy. I took him everywhere, Larry. And because I couldn't pronounce Lincoln Chad, like when I was 4 or 5, I called him Linky. So his name always will be Linky. And I know he had long, flowing hippie hair, and I remember I took some scissors, and I cut his hair, because I wanted his hair to look exactly like my comb-over hair, so I cut it to about as short as my hair. So I remember my mom walked in and was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm giving him a haircut." And my mom's like, "Well, it's your toy, so yeah, whatever." And I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, he's going to have the same hair as the Fears Man. So there it is. Anyway, I'm getting tired. I'm taking off. So I'm going to do these last 3 topics, and then I'm out of here. But I appreciate all the super chats. You guys are rocking. So if I do watch, Visions, if I do watch a movie tonight, it's either going to be this, or it's going to be this. I don't know. We'll see how much time I have before I have to mosey on off to work. If I don't watch anything, then I'll just pick up some topics for tomorrow. But 3 topics. Me and LC we're going to plan the first update is me and LC are going to have a big hangout. I don't know if it's going to be this weekend or next week, but we're going to do it at some point. We're either going to Disney World, or I thought about axe throwing. We're going to do something big. It's going to be a big vlog, big thing coming up. So that's the first update. The second update is if you want to get tickets for the October Star Wars conventions and come and hang out with Fears, it's in Orlando, Florida. And there's the address right there. So take a picture of this. And then if you want to buy tickets, just go to Florida Toy Shows and Expos on Facebook, or go to their website. You can buy, because now Jeff told me the website is up and running. So you can find the website on his Facebook page at Florida Toy Shows and Expos. Just write that in, it'll pop up, and then you can go right to the and then the link for the website's right there. Vision says, "I might watch Rosemary's Baby." I've never watched that, Visions. I heard it's good. I think, isn't it? It's about like a demon, like a devil demon, like takes over a baby, right? And then the front cover, the baby's like in a black like carriage or something. I know it's an old 70s, 80s movie, right? And I heard it's creepy, but it's really cool. It's really good. So, let me watch the trailer. I've seen Poltergeist, Larry. It's been a long time, but I have seen that. I don't think I've ever seen Rosemary's Baby, but I've heard good things. So let me watch the trailer. If it's good, I'm going to add it to the list. I will add it to the list. Let's see here. Let's see. Rosemary's Baby. Let's see if I can find a trailer. I'm sure I can find one on YouTube. Rosemary's Baby trailer. There we go. It popped up. All right. There we go. Oh, wow. It's even older than I thought. I thought it was in the 70s and 80s visions. It says Rosemary's Baby 1968 movie trailer. Damn. So this is quite old. Oh, Lord. Lord. I could have sworn it was in the 70s. All right, well, let's have a little watch. All right, here we go.
Keep It Quilted means you keep it the best. Keep It Quilted means comfort that feels good and does good.
All right, here we go. All right, they're having a little picnic.
Hey, let's make love.
Oh, Lord. She says, let's make love. Oh, it's getting spicy, Visions. Wow. They allowed this to be in a trailer? Oh, Lord. Okay. Getting on some naughty time. Rosemary's looking pretty hot for a 60s chick. She's pretty hot. All right. Oh, there's the black carriage. There's the black carriage. So I guess like her baby is like a demon or a devil or something. I don't know. That's what I'm getting from this trailer. I don't know. Wow, this is so old. I heard it's a classic though, Visions. I didn't think this was made in the 60s. Well, I mean, it's almost the 70s, 1968, but I didn't think it was that old. But apparently it is. All right, let's continue on. I'm quite intrigued. I'm intrigued, Visions. I think I will add it to the list. I'm pretty intrigued. If I can find it at FYE or if I can find it online, I will buy it. But I will add it to the list. All right, guys. I'm gonna close the window so we can end the stream because I don't know what you guys are saying. Oh my Lord, Timmy with a 6th super chat. Tonight I may watch Dillian Harper. Well, I think the better question is, Timmy, why wouldn't you watch some Dillian Harper? I mean, that's why she is Yummy Dillian. So watch some Dillian. Me too. I may watch some Dillian before I go into work. I'm just joking. I probably won't. I'll probably just take a shower and get something to eat and then have a nap and then mosey on off to work. But Timmy, you've been quite generous tonight. That's right. Wow, Timmy rocks. You rock, Timmy. So cool. That's right. Vision says, Timmy making it rain. That's right. That he is. Vision says it's no Little House on the Prairie. That's true, Vision. That's true. That's true. I'll be honest though, Visions. I know you're joking. I bought Little House on the Prairie. I used to watch it with my grandma. I gotta say, it's a very good, old-fashioned, all-American TV show. No complaints so far. It's a really good show. If you guys have never watched Little House on the Prairie, I totally suggest it. It's good old-fashioned entertainment, very family-related television show. Fears Man approved. So whenever I'm on the 5th season, going into the 6th season, so I may watch 1 or 2 episodes tonight, but it's been a pretty good show so far, So no complaints, Visions. No complaints. I don't know if you've ever watched the whole show, Visions, but I would suggest it to you, Visions, and everybody else. It's a great television show. They put a lot of time and effort into it, and they recreated like the Pioneer. Like when I've watched some behind the scenes. There's a documentary like on disc 1 or disc 2, and they said everything was made like as it would be if you were living on the prairie. And they said we looked up a whole bunch of like period pieces. We read, because we wanted to make everything as authentic as we possibly can of what a pioneer town would look like back in the olden days. And they said we only bought props that was around in that era. So he said nothing from the future was put in. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm taking off. I'm tired. But guys, it's been a hell of a stream. Big thank you to Lord Timmy and Just a Mom. Timmy, so far, you've been the most generous donator. But I love all my fans. I love all my fans. Whether you donate or not, I could care less because I don't do YouTube to make money. I do YouTube for these few things. I love my fans. I love making videos. I love streaming. I love being creative. I love movies and everything about movies. Editing, filmmaking, being in videos, acting in videos. The whole enchilada. That's why I do YouTube. And that's I will always do it for those reasons. I mean, yeah, the money's nice, but I never thought in a million years I would even get to monetizations. Now that I've got it on one channel, the next goal is to get it on the next channel. That's the next goal, because I always like to, whenever I crush a goal, I start working on the next goal, and then the next goal, and the next goal, and the next goal. And that's how, if you keep doing that, then you'll be most successful. You got to keep crushing those goals, man. All right, well, Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. Time for some shout-outs. Big shout-out to Lord Timmy MC. I don't think you haven't uploaded a video in a while, Timmy MC, but when you do, those videos are rocking. So be sure to follow Timmy MC 2010. Kind of a rip-off of Tommy NC 2010. It's Tommy's sister. That's right. Timmy MC is Tommy's sister. Be sure to follow Tommy NC 2010. Be sure to follow Richie Wright, the challenge master. The buckets and buckets and buckets of barbecue sauce he downloads into his mouth per day is just beyond belief. I'm telling you. And last, but certainly not least, Visions. Lord Visions, king of the goths. Subscribe to www.exhumvisions.com. Buy some cool shit, because Visions makes some pretty cool shit. And wow, Visions with one last donation. Wow, thank you. He says, shout out to the fans. Boom. Well, thank you, Timmy, for that one last one. Wow, what a great night. Bunging it up in the chat. That's right. Bung, chung, lung, rung, sung, mung, kung, dung, the whole 9 yards. Visions, that should be another shirt that I can commission. It'll start here like in big letters, like a big bung, and as it goes down the shirt, like long, mung, chung, rung, sung, lung, mung, dung, all the way down the shirt. That would be great. Timmy bunging it up big time. He's definitely bunging it up. For sure. For sure. So, yeah, Timmy. But Timmy's been there almost since the very beginning. Just a Mom, she's been there in the old college days when the channel first went up. But Timmy came right as I met Raz for the first time. So back in 2015, 2016, I think is when I met good old Raz, somewhere around there. So Timmy's been around for a while. But Visions, you've been around for 4 or 5 years too. I mean, you've been there too. All right, I just finished my coffee, so I'm out of here. Anyway, shout out to the Fears fans. Fears loves you. I'll be back tomorrow with another stream, another vlog. More vlogs coming soon. More streams. If you haven't checked out my newest vlog, it's only 3 or 4 minutes. Check it out on Fears Vlogs. Check out me out on my main channel, FearsMan26. And as always, I'm doing pretty good on my TikTok too. We're so close to 9,000, guys. So help me get to 9,000 on TikTok. And this is Fears signing off. Peace. Deuces.